Sports fans, it's your man D Dot speaking my sports talk. Check it out. We're talking Alexander Povetkin just landed in the UK, ready to fight Dillian Whyte, or as some say, Dillian Whyte. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. So looks like this fight is definitely gonna happen. Boxing starting to pick back up. Teofimo Lomachenko side, Tank Davis and Little Santa Cruz get ready to fight. And now Lillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin seems to be on and popping. So that's at least some fights to look forward to. My bro, Gun Rights Mafia in the game. What's good with you, fam? Yeah, man. So we got some boxing going. Hopefully, these fights actually take place because y'all know how the luck's been with that. A lot of these fights get announced and we get all kind of problems and end up not getting a fight, or purses not satisfied, purse bids not handled, and all sorts of things. But there is a report that Alexander Povetkin has landed, definitely landed in the UK. And so that's a good sign for this fight to happen. Michael Benson, he's pretty solid. You know, I've never had problems with his articles or whatever this information that he put out. But Michael Benson report Alexander Povetkin's team has arrived in the UK ahead of this fight with Dillian Whyte next weekend. And he just put that out about 3 hours ago. So that's a good sign. That's definitely a good sign. And I want to see this fight. I think Dillian Whyte should win this fight. I just want to see how he performs. Povetkin's getting a little up there, a little over the hill. Oh, you know. My man Samuel Shaw in the building. What's good, Samuel Shaw? So as far as Povetkin's concerned, that dude, man, he I'll put it this way about Alexander Povetkin. He could beat Dillian Whyte. Oh, you uh-oh. My bad. Echo. He can beat Dillian Whyte, but he's got to get it done early. Both of these guys got a problem with their gas tank. But when you look at Alexander Povetkin versus Dillian Whyte, even though both of these guys got a problem with their gas tanks, Alexander Povetkin is older. He's much older than Dillian Whyte. So to me, that makes all the difference. Like when it gets to the time that they both gas out, the older man's gonna be worse off. And that's Alexander Povetkin. So if he's gonna knock Dillian Whyte out, he's gotta get the best of him early. He has the power to do it. We've seen Dillian Whyte drop before. We've seen Dillian Whyte in trouble before, and we've seen Dillian Whyte stopped before. So it's not as if he can't get stopped, and I believe Alexander Povetkin has a chance to do it. But it just got to be done early. It's got to be done real early. That's all I know. Uh, Sorry, guys, I was putting something out. Yeah. So anyway, Brian Harkin in the building. What's good? Let me see what y'all talking about. Gunright said White for sure. Nery overrated. Yeah. Luis Nery. Yeah, we're gonna get on to that. We're gonna get on to that too. But I just wanted to start with that. Yeah, I think Luis Nery. I'm not sure. Like this, the thing, gun rights. I'm not sure with Luis Nery. Now, I will say this: now that he's been forced to move up, that power will be tested. You know what I mean? Just like the same thing I was saying about Tank. A lot of guys was, knocking out a lot of smaller guys and all of that. You know, so once he moved up in weight, guys were taking more of those punches. So I want to see the same thing with Luis Nery as he moves up in weight. That is one thing. He said, "What the f is wrong with David Benavidez?" Yeah. You touching on all. Let me put the link back in the chat. All right, you touching on all the topics. Hey, all of those guys are the topic today. All of them. We're gonna talk about all of them, each and every one of them, because I don't know what's going on in boxing, man. I mean, again, we got some good fights coming, no doubt, but at the same time, yeah, what's going on with a lot of these guys? What is going on with a lot of these guys? Let me drop this, man. I don't know why my notifications are not going out, man. Let me drop this in Discord right quick. Hold on for a second. Oh, there you go. Yeah. All right. Let me get you up here. Yeah, boom. All right. Drop the banner. Bam. Yeah. YC Rahman in the building. Is Benavidez still fighting? Nope. He's stripped. That fight's over. They're talking about him moving up to 175 now. Samuel said, MOBB, I got to re up myself. I got a little left. I ordered mine from the Alkaline shop. Hope everybody got something in stock on like you, bro. Andre in the building. What's good? What's good? He is fighting them still? Wait a minute. How's that going? So they just fighting without a belt? When you come back on, yeah, I don't. Well, then look, let me stop lying then. Willie Williams, what's good with you, fam? So, okay. Last I heard, let me see. Oh yeah, no, the fight will go on. So I was just reading that real quick, guys. So the fight will go on. Yep, yep. Good call, Andre. Still happening. Those. Yep, yeah. It's still happening, but the belt is only winnable for Angulo, not David Benavidez. He has to relinquish the belt. But you know, shout out to David Benavidez for still fighting the guy. But shit, I think he's just gonna beat Angulo up. And he's not gonna get any belt, but at least he still gets his opportunity to win a belt. And shout out to David Benavidez for doing that. I gotta give him respect for that. He came out, he said the right thing, no excuses. He wanted them to look into the matter, but at the same time, he said no excuse. But then again, he did make an excuse because he talking about he didn't have enough time to prepare. I don't want to hear the crap about enough time to prepare. I feel like he had enough time to prepare. You had enough time to prepare, dog. You just didn't do it. That's how I feel about it. I mean, look, it's like I said the other day. You have to stay in shape in between fights because that's admirable. Wasi, he should do it. Listen, he blew the fight. He blew the fight. So if he still makes the fight, Wasi, that still gives Angulo the chance to win a title. So yeah, he's risking a potential loss, but he blew the fight. So why should he take the other guys? Why should he take Angulo's opportunity to win a title? Because he screwed up. So he should take the fight. I think it's admirable that he's taking the fight because he is putting his undefeated record up at risk, but he's still giving Angulo a chance to win the title. So I can't I don't have a problem with Benavidez, and I say shout out to Benavidez for doing that. Augustin Road, what's good with you, fam? Brian Harkin and Xavier Miller is Dillian Whyte's trainer who grew up in the Bronx. I guess you trying to say the Bronx gym and has history of fighters. Oh, the Bronx gym. Okay, it has history of fighters in Philly shell defense with Alexander Povetkin left hook might be open to that punch. Yeah, but to be fair, Alexander Povetkin is often open to that overhand right, Brian. And overhand right is Lillian White's specialty, right? So both of them actually, uh, and you make a fair point, Brian, don't get me wrong, but I just look at it as both of them are subject to each other's best punch. Both of their weaknesses are subject to each other's best punch. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, I just think that although they both have gassing issues, the later that fight goes, the more it favors Dillian Whyte because he's the younger guy that has gassing versus the older guy. He's hard headed ego. I see. Yeah, who y'all picking on that fight? Yeah, under 10 rounds KO. Who? Boxing Jedi. What's good with you, fam? Wooly boy, slip and move. What's good, my brother? Uh-uh. Nah, that's that. Gun rights. That's for he knows the sports. It's got to be like that. I got to rock that for a week. I don't know. I didn't. I don't know either. Wasi. I don't know either. At Ross, man. Shoot. Well, I see why he took that fight off, but if they still fighting, that fight should have stayed on. Or was that fight on there? Was that on the card? I forgot. I put the card in early this week. Was that fight on our 16 fight list, Wasi? Samuel Shaw, you didn't get back in the league again this league. This season, man. What's wrong with you, bro? Why you scared, Samuel Shaw? Tell him why you scared, Samuel. Tell him why you scared. Tell him the truth. Tell him. All right, guys. Tell him. E. Jefferson ran me off. Fess up, Samuel. Just fess up, like, man. All right. E. Jeff ran me off, man. I can't lie. I scared, man. I knew I couldn't beat him. So that's my boy Samuel Wild. Samuel Wild Shaw. And you look, Samuel, to be perfectly honest, bro, it's no shame in it. I ran Boxing Monster off too. You know what I mean? So don't feel bad because you're not the only one. I ran a couple of people off. I ran a retired guy off. I ran a few people off of the prediction league. It's okay, no big deal. But just put your big boy pants on, like Terrence Crawford said. Just put your big boy pants on and join again. That's all you got to do, fam. That's all you got to do. You know what I mean? Show some gusto, my friend. Mark, my brother, my amigo,
What's
Irish
happening?
comrade. What's up,
What's
God?
up? What's going on, man?
Shit, same old, same old. I'm just talking whatever this morning. I want our Hefe to come on here. Ness Mendoza, what's up with you, Ness? Appreciate you coming through, fam. So, Mark, Alexander Povetkin and his team has landed in the UK. They
Yeah,
are there.
wearing some very interesting clothes.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see that?
I was like, yo, okay, these guys pulling up to go on a stag do, man. They're
Yo,
going on
that
a
shit.
bachelor party.
As soon as I see the picture, I said, "What the fuck do they got on?" But damn, what they got on. I'm glad they're there. That looks good because with all the fights that's not happening and all of the foolery that is happening, like man, you alerted me to that Luis Nery situation, and I went and read on that, and I'm like, man, come on, this is ridiculous, bro. As a matter of fact, since you're on here, let's move away from this. We'll get back to David Benavidez, guys. This Luis Nery garbage, man. So
Yeah.
I did do a little reading on it, Mark, after you told me about it. Jedi Kyle, what's up, brother? Um, dog, man, what the hell is Suleiman doing, dog? Like,
No
why?
idea. In the
Why?
last 2 days, he's made boxing 10 times more confusing. In
Yeah.
just 2 days. In 2 days. I mean, from the Nery situation, fighting Alameda, I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, personally, Danny Roman's #2 on the rankings. If he was going to give him a mandatory shot for the title, I think it should be against Danny Roman.
Yeah, bro. And look, I ain't mean to cut you off, but come on, let's be serious, bro. Alan, giving the shot to Aaron Alameda, it's almost like giving Luis Nery the belt. I feel like.
Yeah, I said that in my video myself.
Did you? I'm sorry, I didn't watch it because you know I would have commented if I did, and I apologize. You know I'm busy, but
No. I think, look, I've went through the guy's record. He ain't any
right.
good. He ain't any good. He ain't
I
good.
watched the guy in the ring. He's not
I
going to
see. I
beat
seen him
Luis
fight
Nery.
2 or 3 times as well. He has
Right.
no hope against Nery, bro.
He's
No.
not going to beat Nery, bro. He's not. Even if Nery power, because now that Nery moves up, I want to see his power. But he still has enough power to beat Aaron Alameda.
Yeah, and he's a better boxer than him too.
Facts. He may be
Like,
overrated, but he's better than Aaron Alameda. So
he's a good boxer. He's a pretty good boxer, Nery. Like, he's not a terrible boxer. He's pretty good. He
yeah, but
got
I'm
good
not
inside
totally
game.
convinced of him.
Not against the best fighters ever, like out
Right.
there, like a Inoue or whatever. But he's better than like the B- guys. You know, he is. He is
Yeah.
a B+. He is a B+ boxer with A+ power.
Right. And Alameda is C plus. And that's why he's going to get beat.
Yeah, I mean, yo, I'm so confused with the WBC. Right, you know the way they said if Tiafimo wins against Lomachenko, he'll be promoted to franchise, right?
Right. Yeah. That's just
Yeah.
foolery. It doesn't
Mauricio
matter though.
Sullivan.
Look,
Listen, let me say this. Mauricio
go ahead.
Sullivan
Go ahead.
also said that if Tiafimo wins, allegedly, if he wins, Lomachenko won't lose his franchise status, which means it's actually not transferable. It means that they'll have two. There's one thing that hasn't been clarified. Let's say Tiafimo and Loma didn't fight yet, and Devin fought against Tiafimo. Would that be recognized as unifiable? Because if it is, it means, because a franchise, Undisputed is impossible when there's a franchise in the division. Because there's too many champions capable of unifying. If a champion, you see, the situation with the WBA regular is not unifiable, yeah? But if the WBC regularized champion is, let's take Jamal Charlo, for example, right? If he were to fight against Andrade, if that was recognized as a unifiable fight, if they recognize that as unifiable, it means that, yeah, even though Canelo's franchise at middle, you can still have the WBC regular champion unifying belts. Whereas you can't have that with the regular champion.
Yo, that's crazy.
which means because it means Undisputed. If there's franchise champions, it's impossible. Which means Undisputed is gone.
Let me ask you this, Mark. Do you think Ray Vargas beats Luis Nery? Because here's the deal. For everybody that don't know, Ray Vargas is going to be the champion at recess. So just like the Devin Haney situation was, when he come back, he got automatic rights to fight the champ. They're basically giving the belt to Luis Nery. I don't care what no one says because Aaron Alameda is not going to beat Luis Nery. I don't care about his 25-0 record. It's about who he fought, and the 25-0 record's fluff, in my opinion.
Getting split decisions with guys. Getting split decisions with guys who've lost to people who 1-5. 1-5.
Right.
He's lost with it. Like he beat a guy who had a split decision in a very close fight. Yeah, in an 8-rounder, and then that same guy lost 2 fights prior to that to a dude who was 1 win, 5 losses, 3 draws.
Right.
It's not good enough.
So they're handing the belt over to Nery. Okay. Ray Vargas is the champion in recess. When he comes back, who do you have winning in that fight? Ray Vargas or Nery?
It depends on if it's immediate or not. If it's not immediate and Ray Vargas has a couple of fights, it makes it more interesting because it was already an interesting fight. If it's immediate, Nery beats him. The layoff won't help Vargas. The other thing that won't help Vargas is the fact that this is a broken leg.
Facts.
So, and he's a fighter who relies on his movement and his jab. You know what I mean? If his movement is subpar in area.
Yeah. Lock 74. What's good? Gustin Road, Chin Smoke. What's good, fellas? Yeah. Man, shoot. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just don't like it. That's all I'm gonna say about the whole Luis Nery situation. I don't like it. He should have at least had to fight 2 fights, man, or at least 1 fight before. How you just thrust him? Look, the dude should be at some levels getting punished. Come on, man. Look how he left the last weight division. You're basically rewarding him for the way he left the last weight division, which is ridiculous.
Well, I'd understand if he was the champion in the last weight division, but he wasn't.
I wouldn't even understand that because if he was the champion, Mark, it would be a David Benavidez situation, and he would have had to relinquish his belt for being too goddamn undisciplined and out of shape, and then he moves up and get a title shot. Basically, a belt given to him. If you lose a belt or you lose on the scales, and you basically get a belt given to you. Even with David Benavidez, if he goes up, I'm gonna let you go real quick. But even with David Benavidez, if he goes up, who's the least champion that he could fight to get a belt? It's still a tough fight.
It's still more understandable. It's more understandable. If you lose it on the scale, like if Benavidez were to move up to 175, former champion, division below, yes, he lost his belt on the scales, but like, if Nery, if he was the champion, Rodriguez never would have fought him. Angulo was still going through this fight. Rodriguez pulled out of that fight because he missed weight. You know what I mean? So Nery in that situation is a bit different to Benavidez.
Yeah, true that.
Because if Benavidez loses to Angulo?
No, fair point. I concur.
So it's a bit more understandable. But at the same time, still a lot of bollocks. Like, look, I'd have no problem. I do have a problem when I'm getting a title shot. But my biggest issue is that it's such an easy fight. Like, look, this is for September the 26th that he's meant to be fighting, correct?
Yeah. I think so.
If it's September 26th and he's ready to get into the ring September 26th, when the PBC announced their schedule on the Jamal Charlo and Jamel Charlo card, that's September 26th as well, right?
That's the card he fighting on. which is
Yeah,
good.
he's fighting on that
That makes
card,
it good
and
because
that's.
he's on that card. I will say
But
that.
let me say this. Let me say this. Danny Roman was scheduled to be on that card too. Why isn't it him versus Danny Roman?
Because he's a
Why isn't
bitch.
it? No, fuck Nery being the bitch or whatever. Why
I'm talking
haven't they
about
said
Roman. He could have fought still.
Roman's still on that card?
Oh,
So why didn't they order it to be the number one versus the number two?
true that.
They're on this. They're on the same card. One's a former unified world champion, yeah, at 122. The other a former WBC world champion at 118. They fight for the vacant.
Yo, that's
That
true,
makes all
bro.
the sense in the world. That's a banging fucking that. Then that look. Just think of the card. You've Charlo Derevianchenko, yeah. You've Charlo versus Rosario, and then all of a sudden you had Danny Roman versus Luis Nery for the 122-pound WBC championship.
Bro. I already told you. Well, I didn't tell you this, but now I got a new idea. I already told you once. You should just petition someone for matchmaking. But now I got a new idea. You and Julius should design a company, bro. Because y'all come up with the best fights and petition them and just start moving on it. Matchmaking. Y'all fucking take over the best matchmaking duo.
It would work if it wasn't for the fact that sanctioning bodies don't always want the best fights to take place.
That's all right. Y'all fucking make it work. That's the hard part. Make it happen. Shit. No, but that would be excellent though. No bullshit. That would have been excellent.
Can I ask people in the chat? Would anybody care if would y'all be upset if Luis Nery was fighting Roman for the vacant? Would anybody be upset at that? Because I wouldn't, because that's not an automatically awarded title. That all of a sudden becomes a real world title for you. I just want everyone in the chat's thoughts on that. Would y'all be happy with Nery Roman for the vacant 122?
Y'all answer that, and while y'all answering that, I want to say this: YC, stop it. See, YC, me and YC go back and forth. But YC, man, he's sometimes not like a lot of times. YC sees some things I don't, vice versa. But this YC, stop it. Listen, I understand where you're coming from, YC, but he doesn't. He won't get washed. He's too quick. He hits too hard, and he's offensively too good. So he won't. And he's proven to have a chin, YC. So with those attributes, YC, he will not be washed. Will he lose? That's a possibility, YC. Well, we can agree on that. No matter how high I am on Inoue, yes, that makes him vulnerable, and that's something that he and his camp should definitely work on, YC. But to say that he would get washed, you tell me this, YC, by who? You can say as soon as someone, but who is that someone, YC, in boxing? It not only has good defense, YC, but they have to have enough of an offense and enough of a punch. Remember how much he ate of Donaire's punch, got his orbital socket fractured, and still won the fight. Who, YC? That's my question to you, my friend. We can make this mythical character that can do it, but who the fucking boxing is this person, Mr. YC Rahman? Because until that person arrives, I say that Monster Inoue is going to kick ass, continuously kick ass. So, Mark, you have an idea of this mystical character that YC is describing in his comment here.
I don't see any of the fighters around him in the division who's going to do it.
No, sir.
I mean, if he's looking at Ubali, let's see what happens when Ubali gets into the ring.
Nah, fuck that. No, I don't even think Ubali.
Well, he said good technique. He said good technique and ring IQ.
Right. But what did I say? Good technique with the other things that's going to be needed. But the power with Ubali, exit. No way. He couldn't even fucking put away Takuma Inoue, which is the less talented brother. So forget about it. Takuma Inoue rocked Ubali a couple of times. I got Monster Inoue putting Ubali to sleep.
Well, do you know who's got good ring IQ? Technically pretty good, power, etc.
Who's that?
Jean-Riel Casimiro.
Casimiro does have good technique.
He does have all those things. So
he doesn't
let's see if Inoue gets washed when he fights Casimiro.
I don't think he has the pop though. I
I
think
think
he
he.
has the
Oh, he has
technique.
pop.
No. I didn't say he don't have pop. I said I don't think he has the pop to solve the Inoue puzzle. It's
Oh, I
gonna
know,
take.
but this isn't off what you think. This is off what C thinks.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. John Real Casimiro, he's technically good, good ring IQ, powerful.
Okay. Well,
He
let's
should
take it
knock
back
out
to the
anyway.
beginning. Does he wash Inoue?
I think he gets washed by anyway, but
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think.
So what Wasi thinks is that he washes, Inoue will get washed. What I said is, can he be beaten? Yeah. But will he
He
get
can.
washed? Fuck no, I don't see him getting washed by anyone.
You see,
No
I
one.
think I think what'll happen is, let's say Inoue goes up to 126 and he loses up there, right? Wasi will be like, see, I told you once that happens. You see, that's the thing when size becomes an issue, not just those intangibles, because if they were the same
Right.
size, would work.
Yeah, now Mark makes a good point, Wasi. If you're talking about as he moves up, then that's why I said these things. And again, Wasi, I already see what you see, dog. What I'm saying is that he has other. It's like Terrence Crawford, Wasi. Let me explain it to you like this. With Terrence Crawford, I see some of the same intangibles, uh, the lack of, or shall I say, the lack of intangibles in defense on the Crawford side, Wasi, in the same perspective. But he has enough of an offense, and what he does on offense counteracts those things. The same thing with Inoue. It's the same thing,
Mm.
Wasi. And so, who in the welterweight division, Wasi, has enough to overcome those things with Terrence Crawford? And then
Well,
I'll actually,
I'm looking
okay, go ahead,
at the
Mark.
comment right? I think
Mhm.
once Inoue fights someone with good defense, good technique, and high IQ, Inoue will get washed. Emmanuel Rodriguez has pretty good defense, pretty good technique, and a pretty solid ring IQ, and he got destroyed, right? He got
Mhm.
destroyed. Juan Carlos Poyano has good defense. He's got good technique, and he's got solid IQ, and he got fucking annihilated.
I
There are
know.
fighters out there with all of these things. I think what Wasi Rahman means is, once Inoue fights somebody who has impenetrable defense,
Right.
great technique, and a very high IQ,
Right.
and is too big for him, he'll lose.
Right.
You can't just say, oh, once they're good defensively, they'll beat them.
Right.
I've seen
And
plenty of fighters like Omar Narvaez. Omar Narvaez has actually been a pretty solid defensive fighter with good IQ. He actually has been. He goes from countering it from the back foot onto the front foot. He's got pretty good hand speed. He anyway killed him. You see,
yeah.
Nonito Donaire didn't expose him based off of good defense technique and high IQ. The reason Donaire was in that fight is Donaire is tough as nails. People don't realize that. Nonito
That's right.
Donaire has one of the best chins pound for pound in boxing. You can't get him out of there, and he hits like a train. So it's not just as simple as having good defense. You need to have that resilience to be able to deal with him. I think that's the most important way you would think in a fight against Inoue. You need to have a monstrous punch resilience. If you don't have it, he's going to do you in, because all these other intangibles don't matter. You ain't going to go. Let's take Shakur for example. If Shakur doesn't have good punch resistance, he's going to struggle with Inoue, because Inoue is not going to go the entire 12 without hitting him.
Facts. I agree.
So you need the punch resistance. Without it, you're fucked.
It's
So
just
we'll have
like
to
I
wait and
said,
see.
even moving up, even moving up, I say that he can lose. And I can respect Wasi's comment if at the end you put he can lose versus he gets washed. Because even moving up, I don't see him getting washed. I really don't see him getting washed. Because here's another thing about Naoya Inoue. He's getting better. Not like he's getting worse or he's doing the same shit. I see him getting better, showing slight adjustments. He showed the ability to adjust and adapt in the Nery fight. He showed
Mm-hmm.
heart in the Nery fight. He showed everything, all the character it takes to be a champion in the Nery fight. But I just do you guys understand that how much better that Nonito Donaire fight makes this kid as well. A fight like that is what makes a fighter better. Those are the
A lot
fights
of
we want to see these young kids in. Go ahead, Mark.
a lot of people just say, "Oh, the Nery was old. He was past." I'm sorry. What was it based off of the Ryan Burnett win at 118, or is it because you were only watching him for the last few years, way above where he's supposed to be fighting at 126
Facts,
as an
facts.
older man? He's an older man at 126. Of course, he's not going to look great. Comes down to 118, becomes a world champion. Becomes a world champion. This is also a man. Go look at his resume. He has one defeat at bantamweight. Okay, one career defeat at bantamweight. Who
I
beat
knew
him
it.
at bantamweight? Inoue.
I knew it. The only one.
Rigo beat him at 122, not 118.
Exactly.
And neither than there's a flyweight. Inoue is a light flyweight. People don't realize this, man. I swear.
At all. At all, man. Show some respect to
You put some
Naoya
respect on those,
Inoue.
man.
Put some respect on Inoue's name. Wasi Rahman. He's
I
gonna
mean,
shock you, Wasi. Hey,
I don't know how
in the
someone can
building.
say
What's up?
this. I just don't understand how someone could say he's gonna get washed once he goes up against good IQ, good technique. Bro, you don't become a three-weight world champion, unified, Ring Magazine, win a tournament, make 9 title defenses in like less than 20 fights without being having something about you.
What I'm trying to say, man.
It's not like he's a 4-weight world champion with no defenses. He's a 3-weight world champion with 9 defenses. Beat a dude who's made the highest amount. Keep this in mind: highest amount of defenses in boxing history, along with Chavez and Narvaez. Right?
Right.
He's beaten Onito Donaire, who is by pretty much everybody's standard in our chat a future Hall of Famer.
Right. Okay.
Been unified, been ring, 3-weight world champ. Come on. You have to have something about you to do that. And he's not even big. He's not big at these weights. He's small at 118. Look at him next to fucking Donaire. He's tiny. Donaire started at flyweight. What the fuck?
Yeah. He's got a small stature. And people have to understand too. We got how the expectations begin to get too high, like they do with Lomachenko. You got people talking Lomachenko 140. Stop it. Stop talking about Lomachenko going to 140 proving anything. He doesn't have to prove a damn thing at 140. Proven enough. 135's out of his, to me, natural weight. But with Monster Inoue, I believe the same thing will begin to happen. People will have these, unrealistic expectations of the kid because he's doing so well. They're gonna start expecting him to go up and up and up and up. It's like, hold on, calm down, people. Where's the cap? Where is the cap? That's my question.
I don't know, but 18's pointed something out to me the other day, right? If Inoue went undisputed at 118, let's say he fights Casemiro in the next year and he beats him, right? And then he unifies with Ubali or Donaire and beats them and goes undisputed. Now Inoue would be the first lineal champion in bantamweight since 1987. That's how long it's been. 33 years of no lineal. Imagine him restarting a 33-year separated lineal line and going undisputed. The kid would enter the hall if he retired. And people still don't put respect on him. It's crazy. He's technically 2 fights away from entering the Hall of Fame, bro.
Wow. Yeah.
Put some respect on that kid's name.
Yeah. That kid, man, I like Monster Inoue. I like Monster Inoue. So, all right, what gun rights? Hold on, I see my boy. What you talk about gun rights? If Lomo beat Lopez, I don't want to hear shit else. Just Lopez hating shit, period. Well, no. I'm not talking about you, All right. See, we got to get a clear understanding here. You didn't come up here, gun rights, charging me with anything. So I'm not talking about people like you. Talk about people like this guy right here. Talk about black and brown boxing. All these people know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you, gun right. I'm not talking about Mark. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Johnny Boy El Jefe or Brian Harkin anymore either because they came up here. They was like, fuck all that. Boom, bam. It's good. I'm talking about the haters. And Mark ain't no hater. Brian ain't no hater. Johnny Boy is a hater at times, but that's just Johnny Boy. You know?
Teofimo's a bum.
Right, right. Oh.
Crowmate took a dive.
Yeah, right. That's this guy right here. That's this guy. See, you idiot. He knows his sports. You idiot. Teofimo is fighting Lomachenko. This kid cannot be a duck. Okay? He cannot be a hype job. Everything that this guy, all of his videos, he has to go look at every one of them and at the end of them, smack the shit out of himself and then go on to the next one, switch up to the left hand, smack the shit out of himself, right hand, left hand, and so forth. He knows his sports. You idiot.
He
So,
doesn't, by the way.
what's that?
He doesn't know. If boxing's one of his sports, he doesn't know his sports.
No, he doesn't know shit. He doesn't know a damn thing. Boxing's one of his sports, and you know his most pop. What he built his channel off, which is dwindling away. But basketball is everything is about Kobe Bryant and Kevin Durant. So I don't know. He's delusional. This guy is delusional over athletes. That's his problem. You know, if he could get the delusion out the way, then you know. And so his delusion of grandeur is with Tank Davis and uh Devin Haney. So everybody else don't matter. Teofimo will beat the shit out of Tank Davis, and it'll be a good fight against young Devin Haney because both of them still got a lot to prove. But I believe both of them beat the hell out of Tank Davis right now because I'm not convinced of Tank Davis. He's too short. The dimensions. I think these kids. The thing is, like, none of those kids, even Tank Davis, I still call him a kid. He's a grown man, but he's what, 24, 25. None of them, none of these young guys have proven enough to me. And just with Teofimo Lopez's, well, Teofimo Lopez is proving more than those two, but he still has more to prove himself. But with his dimensions and Devin Haney with their dimensions, I just can't see Tank Davis beating them. I can't see him
No.
beating them. No. I mean, I would pick them over Tank. Not like Tank couldn't win. I would pick them over Tank. Let me say that. I can't say I couldn't see Tank beating him.
I don't know. I think Leonard Ellerby's telling the truth, bro. I think Tank's a star.
He could be a star. I'm not
No,
gonna
I think
argue.
he is a star. I think he's a star. I think he shines so bright that he's gonna blind everybody in the ring with his talent and knock them out all inside too.
No,
Except for Gamboa. He went easy on him because he was old. He was being nice.
yeah, whatever, man. I don't believe that dumb shit. But I do believe he's a star. But is he a star at at what he does in the ring? No, they've created a star. They turned Adrian Broner into a star. That doesn't mean anything. I'm talking about what he does in the ring. Fuck that, bro. I think Teofimo. I will pick Teofimo and Devin Haney over him. And to be perfectly honest, at 130, I think an interesting fight would be him and Shakur Stevenson. That would be very, very interesting. Because Shakur's not just going to let Tank leap in there and have his way. Shakur's, agile. He has great reflexes, tremendous defense. He's not going to be an easy target for Tank Davis. And he's going to pepper him with that jab. He has the reach and length on Tank Davis. So, for Stevenson, I would like to see that. I would guarantee you this. I would go as far as to say Shakur Stevenson is going to be would be a lot more competitive fight for Tank Davis than Leo Santa Cruz, even though Leo Santa Cruz is more established and more accomplished. I get all of that. Uh, Leo Santa Cruz is just so defensively irresponsible. I don't think that he's going to be as big as a puzzle as Shakur Stevenson would be for Tank Davis.
Yeah, Shakur's going to be hard to cut the ring off against him. Very
Extremely,
hard.
extremely. And he's just as athletic, probably more as athletic as Tank Davis. So all that
He's more
lunge,
athletic than Tank. He's not as
yeah.
explosive, though.
I know he may be more athletic too. This kid used to play football, basketball, the whole nine, and all of that shit, bro. This
No,
kid's
I'm saying
athletic as
Tank's not
fuck.
as athletic as Shakur.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
He's
I'm
not as
saying. Yeah.
explosive as Shakur. He's not as explosive.
Right. So I like all of that leap and lunging shit is not good. It wasn't really working on Gamboa. It started working after he hurt his freaking ankle, whatever he did to it, but it wasn't really working on Gamboa. So you think that that's going to work on a younger, fresher, uh, more in tune, better reflexed Shakur Stevenson? Hell no, it's not gonna work. Shakur's gonna pepper his ass and get out of the way every time Tank tries that. Pop pop, get out of the way. Pop pop, get out of the way. No way that's gonna work on Shakur. Tank's gonna have to figure it out. And Tank's never shown me too much of any ability, not in the pros, to adjust or adapt. I believe he has it in him because you're not gonna have the amateur record that Tank has without learning a lot of that. Like, let's be real. He has an impeccable amateur record, a nice amateur record. So uh he has those skills somewhere down in him, but I haven't seen it. And it could be for the same reason I say with Teofimo Lopez that or Errol Spence even. He didn't really have to pull that shit out. The fights that they fought, they didn't need. There was no need for them to pull it out the bag. Doesn't mean that they don't have the skills, and I would give Tank the same benefit of doubt because of his amateur pedigree. This kid has amateur pedigree, so I mean, let's be honest about Tank Davis. He is what he is. He's a very high talented fighter with a lot of potential that hasn't done the things he needed to do to become better. That's what he is. You know, so can't down him too much, but he got a couple of years to turn it around. That's all I can say about Tank. He got a couple of years. That's all he got left, guys. After that, you get 26, 27 pounds, and you still screwing around. You can hang up the gloves because you're just gonna be a gatekeeper. Another Adrian Broner 2.0. AI's anti-giving Golovkin. Nothing I heard better. Oh boy. Jake Kyle, East Roy Jones, Tony Hopkins. Now look at your trash resume at the end of the day. Fight Steve Rose. Really. Yeah.
Look, I'll say this: Golovkin's resume is not trash. It's just not all-time great resume. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I'm biased besides that. All entertainment, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Not right. Not yet. It ain't. Shakur is unproven and kind of a hype job. I wouldn't call him a hype job, bro.
There's
He's
not
not
a
a
lot of hype around Shakur.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I can't call him a hype job, Marcelo. Like, who is hyping him up? There's people saying it good, but you don't have people running around talking about Shakur Stevenson like you do Teofimo Lopez.
Like, I will say one thing. Like, ESPN obviously tried to skew a couple of things to make him look really good. Like,
Right.
in his last fight, yeah, they were talking about how he's taken less punches at this stage of his career than Floyd. But also, they didn't mention that Floyd was a lot more aggressive than him. Floyd wasn't fighting defensively as Pretty Boy on the come up. He was offensive. Much different style of fighter. So they're trying to skew that to like compare him. Do you get what I mean? Little shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. That bias crazy. He said, Tank got skills. He's a fat boy with low motivation. That's it. That's it, bias. That's the problem with him. Iron Cone in the building. What's good with your Iron Cone? Yeah, that's the truth, man. And hey, look. So, what do you think, Mark? Do you think that Hey, Britt, what's good with you, fam? You think that the whole Floyd Mayweather, Devin Haney situation may have sparked a little something and Tank Davis' little
I've no
motivation?
idea. I've no idea. I don't know the kid's mentality. I don't know what his mentality is. So I can't say that it sparked something or pissed him off or made him feel a certain way because I don't know. He could have just been like he could have looked at that as a number of things, cool, whatever. Because now the other day he was training with Floyd, wasn't he? So who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah. But see, this the thing. I'm gonna tell you. First off, he has the mentality of being influential, in my opinion. All right.
You mean
Just
influence?
yeah,
Okay.
influence. Yeah, right. Thank you.
Okay.
I stand corrected. Influence, easily influenced. I should say too. Uh, and then like, look, these guys are narcissistic for sure. A lot of them, right? And just with that mentality, man, he cares about that type of shit because the spotlight's supposed to be on him. He's Floyd's guy. This guy's working with Eddie Hearn. Dragon Leg, what's up with you? So yeah, I think that it sparked. I feel like it really sparked the motivation in him. Just seeing him more and more, seeing him, the kid is getting fit and everything, and he's the fact that look, Floyd, I felt was somewhat disappointed in Tank Davis, and you know Floyd played these mind games anyway, so it may have been a tactic of Floyd to make Tank feel like he's moving on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. Floyd has to see the potential and the talent in this kid. And it's disappointing to see all of that go to the wayside because Floyd knows what it takes. He knows about hard work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. A lot of speculation in there, but that's just how I see the whole. That's how I see the whole crap playing out, crap show. So anyway, time to give my boys some heat. Let me give my boy some heat because he actually deserves it. You know, this guy.
Is it, can I ask you a question? Is this to do with the rap song?
Oh man, fuck that rap. Fuck that. I appreciate that, Ness. I appreciate that. No, it ain't about that rap song. Tyson Fury stupid. All right, it's about this. I don't want to fight White. I already talked to AJ. He wants to fight Undisputed. Okay, so look, check this out, Fury. It doesn't matter who you want to fight, Fury. You idiot. I got to get this one to Tyson Fury. You idiot. One more time, Tyson Fury. You idiot. It doesn't matter who you want to fight in this situation because Eddie Hearn and AJ have said over and over again, and Eddie Hearn just came out yesterday and reiterated that Anthony Joshua wants to fight who's holding that WBC belt first. Tyson Fury, you idiot. So your fight with Anthony Joshua will be shelved, kicked to the side, secondary. Maybe primary for you, but it will be secondary for Anthony Joshua. Here's something else significant that Eddie Hearn said 50-50, if even considered, is for that belt holder, Tyson Fury. You idiot. So whether you're chasing the bag, whatever it is you got going on in those plans of yours, unless you're just going psycho cuckoo and proving everybody right again, uh, you're gonna have to keep that belt. And if fighting Dillian Whyte is what it takes to keep that belt, I'm going to give it to you one more time, Tyson Fury. You idiot. Fight him. Beat him up and move on. So,
Yeah.
Mark, I'll let you have it from here.
Yeah, right. So a lot of people are like they just want to see the best fights take place. They want to see undisputed, etc. Right? The WBC have held their position down on this WBC championship.
Right.
The winner of Wilder Fury has to fight Whyte by February. if Wilder versus Fury can't happen by then, Fury should be trying to make his defense of his title against Dillian Whyte. Right? That's what he
Right.
should be trying to do.
Right.
And I'm gonna give the exact quote. If Fury don't want to fight Whyte, I've already talked to Anthony Joshua. He wants to be undisputed. So whoever has the WBC title will be fighting Anthony
Right.
Joshua. Does Fury get the same deal against Anthony Joshua if he vacates? I wouldn't say so because he's no longer world champion because that's a voluntary defense.
Facts. So if you're taking the glory road, so to speak, then he would have a lot to prove because here's what I say about Fury. If this moron drops this belt, okay. Now I'm gonna call him a moron if he drops this belt. I'm not calling him a moron now. But if he drops the belt, he's a moron. And you're saying that you're taking the glory road. I'm gonna say, okay, you're a moron for dropping the belt. Well, let me see what you're gonna do. I won't give up on
The
him
only
yet.
way he
Hold on,
I'm
Mark.
just saying,
Hold on. I won't give up on him yet because I would say this: it could potentially, in my opinion, be a glory road because it'd be like, okay, fuck these trinkets because he said that. So I'll say, okay, he's sticking to his guns, which he usually does. He said, fuck these trinkets. I'm going to beat Joshua regardless. So he sits around, he lets Joshua beat up Whyte, and he still goes and fight Joshua without the belt. He takes less money, all of that. Then I still have respect. But if he doesn't do that, if he retires or dwindle off or anything like that, and he drops the belt, he's a moron and forever a moron. That's how I look at it. Because the only glory could be in me is if he's sticking to his guns and say, look, y'all not going to tell me what to do. Here, take this belt back. I'm going to beat up Joshua anyway and prove I'm the best. Okay, I give it to him. Other than that, he's an idiot. He's a total idiot because to me, it seems like you duck Whyte in the first place. Because I've already accepted the fact that you duck Whyte in the first place to go take that payday and set up all of this foolery with Wilder. Now we're talking about the third fight with Wilder, which is in the air. Okay, whatever. You have the chance to fight Whyte again, and you're talking foolishness about ducking him again. So I don't even want to hear any of this. Like I'm looking into all of it. It is what it is. If he dumps the belt, okay, so be it. You're an idiot. You dumped the belt. You're a moron. You're an idiot right now for even talking about it. But if he does it, he's an idiot. If he goes on to fight Joshua, regardless of if it's secondary or whatever, and he takes the pay cut, or okay, blase, good, this and that, and the third, then check it out. Here's the reality of it. Not only would he prove that it was all for the glory and he wasn't going to be forced in anything, but I would assume that Anthony Joshua would have beaten Dillian Whyte by then. If Tyson Fury beats Joshua and take all of those belts, bam. And that's another reason why I wouldn't give up on him right away. Because if he does do it that way and he goes back and he beats Joshua and takes all of those belts again, bam, bam. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. He's the best. And nobody can argue that.
my thing is Tyson Fury. I think he needs to have that belt, yeah,
Yeah.
to fight AJ. And the only reason I think he needs to have that belt to fight AJ is because if they don't have it, AJ won't fight him.
Right. Yeah.
Too risky. Way too risky. Way too risky to take him as a voluntary. So if he vacates that, he needs to work his way into a mandatory position, right? Then all of a sudden they're going to have multiple mandatories with the WBA, IBF, WBO, and then
hold on,
WBC.
Mark. Well, hold on. I hear where you're going with that, but then AJ will become a disgrace, and I would make sure that I would lead the charge because they're also saying he wants to be the best, fight whatever it takes to be great. That question would still loom, whether Fury was an idiot or not, and AJ hunted down the 4-belt undisputed first or not, which he would get all respect for that. Fuck Fury and his foolishness. The question would still loom: Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Or if you want to be the best and on the great path of the greatest and all of that, you have to fight this guy too. So he couldn't start all of that foolishness about not fighting. Give him the pay cut. Do all of that. Just like Hearn said, you wouldn't be getting 40-40, but he better still make that fight. He better still make that fight.
I'm just saying what would end up happening is if they ended up making that fight as voluntary, Joshua would get stripped of one of the belts and Fury wouldn't be winning for all the marbles. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
For it to be undoubtedly he is the best, the undisputed guy, like he has to have the belt. He has to win either for the four belts or with
Right.
his own belt in a unification. Oh, it's and the likelihood of Joshua keeping all four belts in that situation is very unlikely because there's going to be four different mandatories.
Well, that's a fact, but not in Fury's path. I feel what you're saying because again, then you would be turning it back to the trinkets. If he gives up the trinket and the Dillian Whyte situation anyway, because fuck that, I'm just gonna fight Joshua. I'm not gonna waste time with Dillian Whyte. Then he goes back and beat Joshua. Okay, you're right. He won't get all four belts. I'll be wrong about that. He would be a unified champ, but he would still be beating that guy, and that's his whole point. I'm gonna beat that guy. I'm not wasting my time with this guy. And like AI was just saying here, how can you respect that, D? He does that exact thing before. He doesn't get the drop belts and come back to the biggest fights. Listen, he doesn't get to come back, drop belts, and come back for the biggest fights unless the bigger champions feel like he's the guy that they want to fight. So Klitschko fought him. He dropped the belt. He comes back. Wilder fought him. If he drops the belt and he comes back, and AJ feels the need to prove that he's that guy, don't blame me, AOB. Talk to AJ about that because that'll be who you will have to talk to. Don't talk to me about it. But they're going to feel like, and I'm going to tell you this right now, AOBs, if AJ is on the path, and I think he is, I think AJ is trying to prove that he is the best, and there's no question, they're going to fight Fury because that question will loom. Regardless of whether you respect it or not, that question will loom amongst the fans in boxing, AI. That will loom. Fury, AJ. Because everybody's going to expect him to go in there and beat up Dillian Whyte. Let's say Fury drops the belt, Whyte gets the damn WBC. Everybody's going to expect AJ to do what he did to Whyte the first time they met because both of them have gotten better, but AJ's he's improved much more than Dillian Whyte. He's gotten stronger. He's going to beat Dillian Whyte easier this time, in my opinion. So, I mean, that's just how it's going to play out. People are going to say, "All right, well, he beat Dillian Whyte, Fury beat Wilder. They need to fight each other." They're not going to want to hear anyone else, and that sets it up just for what Fury wants to do: fucking fight nobody in between, but the best guy. But if he's fighting all the monsters and beating them, you can say what you want to say about him. You can say what the hell you want to say. There's a lot about a lot of fighters you can say. How can you respect that? Look at Floyd Mayweather. Look at all of the shit he did. You can easily say, how can you respect that? Come on, look at Canelo and the clenbuterol situation. You can easily say, how can you respect that? I'm not going to go down the line with all of these fighters and the shit that they've done during their careers and sit up here and say, how can you respect that? The facts are, if he beats Klitschko, he fucks around, gets drunk, go on a fucking drug binge, comes back, beats Wilder, fucks around, dumps the fight with Whyte, comes back, beat AJ. You can say what the hell you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say. He beat all the monsters because Klitschko was the big bad monster. He beat him. Wilder was the whatever assumed big bad monster. He beat him. And now it's AJ. Nobody thinks anybody's better than AJ besides Fury. And a lot of people don't believe that. They believe Fury's fluff. So they believe AJ's the guy. So if we say, okay, he dumps Dillian Whyte, who the fuck really thinks that Dillian Whyte is the guy? The question is really Fury and AJ. Regardless of people think, oh, I think Whyte could be Fury. No, but what's the question? Fury, AJ. Nobody thinks Dillian Whyte is the guy. It's AJ. So if he dumps the Dillian Whyte fight, gives the belt back, blah, 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 comes back and beats AJ, what the hell are you going to say then? That's my whole point. Like, it is what it is. It's not that I respect anything. Like, I'm giving the dude, what do you think? you idiot is about. You idiot is not a term of endearment or respect, Aobs. I just said Tyson Fury, you idiot, about 10 times. So that's not a show of respect, Aobs. I don't know where you got that twisted, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like what Fury is doing, even in the title, Aobs, it said Foolery. Fury's Foolery. Okay? This is acknowledgement of the dumb shit. I'm saying Fury should just keep the belt, stop talking foolish, and beat up Whyte. Because I don't think Whyte can beat him. Yes, it's a tough fight. Yes, Whyte has the possibility to knock him out, but that's what makes heavyweight fighting good. And when there's more of a possibility of you getting knocked out, that's what makes the fight great, in my opinion. So Fury should fight him. Okay? No, I don't condone ducking. But if you're gonna, here's the thing, IOPS. I don't condone ducking. But if you're gonna pick up on a guy, I don't condone cherry picking, right? But if you're gonna be a Danny Garcia fan, you have to accept the fact that he cherry picks. So if I'm gonna be a fan of Fury, I have to accept the fact that it is what he is. When people try to say, yeah, but that's why Fury ducked Dillian Whyte, I say, yeah, he ducked that situation. So you have to accept that it is what it is. I'm not an idiot, but I'm not going to be a fanboy, or I'm not going to cry, or I'm not going to deny shit like a lot of you guys. Like, say all kind of shit about Teofimo Lopez, but then can't eat your words. Hey, I can't be like that. So I'm not going to deny the fact that Fury does what he does. That's it. It's no need to deny that. But if he beats the top guys consistently, say what the hell you want to say. He's proven to be the best guy. How can you say he's not? If Joshua was running through everybody, he runs through Dillian Whyte twice, because that's what will have to happen. He will have to run through Dillian Whyte twice. And Fury comes back and beat him. How can you deny he's not the best guy? How could you deny that? Please tell me that, Ayab.
Alexander Usyk.
Ever.
Because what if the title goes vacant and Usyk picks up the WBO and Joshua never fought Usyk to prove he was better than him?
I believe Fury would fight him.
If he won't fight Whyte, but he'll fight Usyk?
Yep. I believe Fury will fight him. And Mark, think about it. I think that Fury and Usyk's styles complement each other more than what Whyte brings to the table. That pressure fighter, that pressure style fighting that can hurt Fury. That I think is one of Fury's.
Dillian Whyte stopped being a pressure fighter against elite opposition 4 years ago.
Yeah, but still, that's why I think he can't beat Fury. But that's his only chance, is to implement that style. And that's what I keep telling Julius. That's why I don't think he'll beat Fury. But this is what I'm saying. His style and Usyk's style complement each other more. And because of Fury's dimension and height, Usyk's not going to get away with the shit that he got away with Tony Bellew. Fury's taller. He's lengthier than Tony Bellew. But not only that, Fury boxes better than Tony Bellew, and he does what Usyk does much better than Tony Bellew. So I think Fury would fight him. He would shut people up and fight Usyk and beat him. I like Usyk, but I don't think he beats Fury. Okay. I don't think Usyk would be an issue, but I think that Anthony Joshua definitely would be the guy. He's the guy right now. I can't even say he would be the guy. I believe he is the guy right now. Fury is the guy that I like, and I think he's probably the better fighter. But Anthony Joshua, to be honest, is the guy right now. When you look at the heavyweight division, it's Joshua.
Okay. I mean, I'm not really one who really gives a fuck, to be honest. I mean, because the entire scenario you're speaking of, right? One, it hasn't occurred yet, and two, all of the fucking facets for all that to take place are It's just so many different fucking facets. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're going down a fucking rabbit hole of nonsense into Alice in Wonderland for the way it's going. They
I
should
don't
just
think
get
it's
Whyte
too
out of
far
it.
fetched, though, Mark.
No, I'm not saying it's too far fetched. What I'm saying is, if you listen to yourself, you tracked over 9 or 10 different things for things to happen. Like, okay, so in this scenario of whatever, he Joshua's the guy. If he comes back and he beats Joshua, yeah, oh, cool. Is Joshua going to fight him? Sure. Joshua will have to fight him because if he doesn't, he'll be a disgrace. But then, more than likely, one of the belts are going to go vacant. And then, if one of the belts goes vacant, is Joshua definitely the guy, even though he was undisputed? If he didn't beat the other guys who were his mandatories, and then
No,
Fury
no,
comes
no,
in, he
no, no,
leapfrogs
no,
past
no,
Whyte, he
no.
fights Joshua, he beats him. The whole
Pause, pause,
situation's
pause out,
impossible.
pause out, pause out. You threw all of that Usyk shit in there. I just responded to it. Fuck all the Usyk shit. And as far as Fury coming back, that's
Huh?
simple. Look, you put the Usyk stuff in there. Would he actually be the guy and all of that? I just say that
No,
this is
I'm
Fury.
talking about the realistic standpoint of
Okay,
how it
okay,
would
well,
actually
okay,
go.
well, let me explain that. Let me explain that. Slow down for a second, because you can throw a bunch of scenarios, and I'll give you a response to every one of them. But let's do one at a time, because you just went on a rant there. Let's do one
I
at a
ran.
time.
I spoke for 30 seconds. You've been
I
speaking
know,
for
but you spoke
17 minutes.
quickly. You spoke quickly, Ralph Machida. You spoke very quickly, so you threw a lot of scenarios in there in 30 seconds. Please stop that. Look, let me explain this. The Fury coming back around to fight him scenario is easy, fam. That's not hard at all. Not only would it's an assumption saying that Joshua will want to fight him. I'm just talking about the way Joshua's moving, the way he and Hearn is talking. But the secondary thing would be the money fight, bro. That still would be a freaking huge money fight, regardless of how many fans will call Fury this, that, the third. People will still pay to see that fight, fam. He still has that Fugazi lineal title on. Trust and believe the fight still is massive. There's so many incentives for that fight still to happen. So my point is the whole Fury coming back around to fight him anyway. That part is not far fetched at all. It's not too much of a scenario that looks far fetched and all of this, and it fits right into Fury's. So it fits right into what he's saying. He said it. Look, he said it before any of this happened. When Dillian Whyte was talking about suing the WBC before he started attacking Fury, Fury said this: "I don't care about the leather with the shiny trinkets on it. It's about fighting the best guy." So only thing that I'm saying is it follows right along in with what Fury's saying about his glory and what is going to satisfy him. He said, "I've won every belt there is to win. So I'm not worried about winning any more of these belts or collecting them in conjunction. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about fighting the best guy." So just going along with what he's saying, not what we want, not what we consider undisputed and all that. I get that. I agree with y'all on all of that. But going along with what Fury says and what his plan is to fight the best guy and what he's shown us historically, only fighting the best guy and nobody in between, it fits. Everything fits. If he dumps that fight with Whyte and Joshua collects that belt, I think that he would be the biggest fight to make money wise, as far as pride and ego and what Joshua and them set out to prove and what the fans would expect. Yeah, this is the guy he still has to beat. That would be on the shelf. It would be so many reasons to make that fight. And I think Fury knows this shit. And with his mouthpiece, he could talk the fight up. So that's just how I'm looking at it, man. Like it's not really far fetched, that part of it. As far as the Povetkin and the four belt undisputed, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that.
I mean, I was just thinking Joshua would want to defend Undisputed.
Who knows, man? Who
Can't
knows?
do it if Fury's not a mandatory.
Who knows, dog? Who knows?
The only reason I'm saying the reason he said this before that if he were to ever be undisputed, he would want to defend it because Lennox Lewis never defended undisputed.
Yeah, man. Like I said, who knows? It's not far fetched. Which takes over, money or legacy at that point, or both? Because then those scenarios kick in. Like I said, when you throw Usyk in there, then all the scenarios come in. I never even spoke of that, but if you want to throw that in there, then it's this question of whether the money or the legacy takes over. And to answer that question, I say Joshua does both because Usyk goes nowhere. He would have already lost that belt. Usyk, whatever. Okay, so he fights Fury and then he fights Usyk. Usyk goes nowhere. It's not like Usyk's gonna say, "Okay, you didn't fight me. You fought Fury first. I don't want the 3 belts. Get the fuck out of here." Like, I mean, whatever, man. I still say that he does both, and he can get both accomplished: the huge money fight, and then go clean up Usyk, or get beat by Usyk, or whatever.
I mean, all well and good, but like, I think something that's been left out. Usyk's been a mandatory longer than Dillian Whyte has.
But if he's gonna get stripped, like, which one is it gonna be? Is he gonna get stripped, or is he gonna make the fight? If he's
Well, if
gonna
he were
make the
to fight,
fight,
which
then
is
he's
going
not
to
gonna get
happen? Is he going
stripped.
to fight Usyk or is he going to fight Fury? I don't know. Like, it's all really fucking
And that's what
complicated.
I'm saying. But the scenario,
That's
the
my
first step,
argument.
I
That's my
know, but
whole
hold on,
argument. My
Mark, hold
whole
on, Mark.
argument. No, D, you've been talking for 20 minutes. You've never let
All
me.
right, go ahead, then. Go ahead.
My whole argument is literally based off of I don't think Joshua and Fury will ever happen if Fury don't have that belt. I don't think it ever will.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Really
fine.
believe that.
That's fine. But you can throw different obstacles in the way, but you can't ask me, okay, well, then he gets stripped for the belt, and then you say, well, who's the best? Is it Usyk or is it Joshua? Okay, well, if he got stripped for the belt, then we don't have to consider a mandatory with Usyk because he would have been stripped for their belt. Now, if we're going to put the scenario in there that Usyk is the mandatory, then that's a different scenario. That's all I was saying, fam. We can, like I say, that's why I said when you said something for 30 seconds, you said a lot. I'm not like the average person. I'm not you, but I'm not like the average person. I can keep up with all of the shit you said, but we gotta slow down and take time so that I can respond to all of it. So I kept up with all of it. But that's like 2 different scenarios that was thrown in there within that 30 seconds, fam.
So look, Fury loses his belt because he decides to vacate it. Whyte and Joshua fight. Yeah, Joshua beats Whyte for undisputed. Fury comes back. The WBO goes vacant. Usyk picks it up. Fury then beats Joshua. Is Fury then definitely the number one in the division if there's another world champion there?
Say it again.
Whyte fights Joshua. Fury vacates the belt. Whyte fights Joshua. Joshua beats Whyte. Joshua's undisputed. Joshua and then Fury are going to have a fight, but Joshua gets stripped of the WBO belt because Usyk's the mandatory. He hasn't defended the mandatory. There hasn't been a mandatory in over 3 years with the WBO, right? Since Parker versus Huey Fury. So Usyk, he gets the WBO belt against somebody in the rankings. He fights them. He becomes the WBO world champion. Fury then fights Joshua and beats Joshua. Is Fury the outright man if there's still another champion in the division? Joshua proved he was the man. Fury may have beat a man, but at the same point, Joshua hadn't beaten Fury. He vacated the belt to Usyk. No guy at this division has beaten Usyk then. So is he definitely the guy if he's never beaten him? That's the question.
Bro, that's easy. That's easy. And if you just followed me from the beginning, that was a whole bunch of talk for no reason. In our minds, the fans, yours and mine, that's the question. But just like I told you, with what Fury set out to do, there's no question. He's the man, bro. That's his whole point. If I beat Joshua, fuck all of these trinkets, fuck all of this undisputed, fuck all of that nonsense that y'all worried about. I beat that guy. So I'm the man. That's all he's trying to prove. So all of our questions, no, they won't be answered. I get your confusion and the fans' confusion about who's undisputed. Fury don't give a fuck about none of that. He wants to beat the guy that you guys consider the best heavyweight in boxing. Once he does that, no matter when he gets to do that, no matter through what mandatory or what belt being traded around or what fucking unification happening, Fury's point is, let me beat this guy that you guys call the best. Once I do that, Fuck all of y'all unifications and this, that, and the third, and your fucking trinkets and gold shiny things. Fuck all of that. I beat him. I'm the best. I beat him. I beat Wilder. I beat Klitschko. I'm the best. That's Fury's plan. Now, everything that you just went on and on and on about, yeah, that leaves the questions open for us. So I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I don't understand where I'm getting lost at. Because if you look at what Fury's talking about, not what we're expecting, not what the fans want. If you look at what Fury's talking about and why he's saying that I will dump this fucking belt in a heartbeat because y'all not going to make me do anything I don't want to do. What I'm setting out to do is beat the best. Boxing, politics, the fans' expectations, all of you guys are putting all of this bullshit in between me beating up Joshua. That's what Fury's saying. And that's true. Because all of this bullshit is being put in between him getting in the ring with Joshua. He beat up Wilder. He beat up Wilder twice. And yes, this is boxing. This is politics. And I get it. I get what you're saying. I get the fans. But what Fury's saying, fuck all of that. I beat this guy up, Klitschko. I beat this guy up, Wilder. I want to beat that guy up next, Joshua. And fuck everything else in between. Consistently, this is what Fury's done. So whatever. If he gets to beat up Joshua, describing what he's saying, fuck all the belts and everything, just let me beat that guy up, he's done. Fuck all of these questions and scenarios that we could come up with. In Fury's mind, he's done. And as a Fury fan, I agree with him. Because if Joshua was considered king, fuck all this Usyk and this and that and the third and the back and the fourth. Don't nobody fucking consider Usyk king right now. All they consider Usyk is a big damn question mark. Don't nobody fucking consider Dillian Whyte king right now. They consider him one fight away from getting knocked off the top of the mountain. The only question right now is Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury has knocked the third question off the mountain twice. So he ain't a question no more. The only fucking question in the heavyweight division is Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. And so Tyson Fury says, if I beat the shit out of this guy, it's over. The fans, the hardcores, the casuals, the analysts, I mean, it's all about unified, undisputed, blase, this, that, and the third. Not with Tyson Fury. He said, I want all the belts there are to win. All I got to do is beat this guy. And y'all can say what the hell y'all want to say. I'm the best. I agree with him.
Well, he can say what he wants if he's not.
I agree with him.
He can say what he wants.
And I'm just saying, as a Fury fan, I agree with him. Because the problem is, and I'm going to tell you why I agree with him. Just like I said, nobody fucking denies the fact that one of these two guys are the best. Nobody denies that right now. Right? Nobody denies that. So if he beats Joshua, like he said, then I consider him, yeah, he was the best. He beat Klitschko, he beat Wilder, he beat Joshua. Guys would have considered the best of the best. You hear guys talk about Joshua, yeah, he's far ahead of everyone else, and he has the power. That's what Fury lacks. So they feel like Joshua's the best, and he's leagues above the other heavyweights. Maybe not you, Mark, but the majority consensus is that Joshua's leagues above the best. So if Fury beats this guy, that's leagues above the best, I agree with him. Period. That's just all opinion, but I agree with it.
Okay, cool. I just want that fight to be for Undisputed. That's my thing.
Well, then I've
got no arguments.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to have an argument.
Like I said, on the boxing side, I don't disagree with anything you said. You know, on the Fury side, I have to agree with his sentiment because what he really wants to accomplish is really what all of us want. Honestly, we all want that. It's more people as many people that want him to just go ahead and fight Whyte. It's more people that just wish he could just go right to Joshua. Ain't nobody can really deny that.
Yeah, I'd love to see him go right to Joshua.
Exactly. That's my whole point. So my thing with Fury is that he's not even for all of that foolish. Okay, fuck this belt. I want to fight Joshua. Here, take the belt. Do what y'all want to do. My next fight, I want to fight this guy. This is my thing with Fury. That's all I'm saying.
Well, not as a
Fuck
Fury
y'all
fan, but
politics. Fuck y'all sanctioning bodies. Fuck y'all networks. Fuck y'all promoters. Just let me know when this guy's available. Y'all go through all of y'all garbage and all of y'all mandatories and bullshit, and let that be settled. And let me know when this guy's available to fight. Then I'll beat y'all Golden Warrior, y'all Golden King, y'all guy that y'all put on this fucking pedestal. Then I can walk away in the sunset. That's how I think Fury's looking at it. Point blank. That's how I think he's looking at it.
okay. Well, at the end of the day,
Yo, you hear me, bro?
Go ahead, Mark. Yeah, we can hear you. I know you can hear me too since you're backstage, and I'm not kicking you off, but I love it. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, Ahafe. Go ahead, Mark.
I'd just like to see an undisputed champion, man. That way I know who the guy is.
Don't give a fuck about the trinkets. Nothing should come before AJ and Fury. They're the two best heavyweights in the world. Don't care about the trinkets. They're meaningless, purposeless, and no purpose.
Let me say this real quick, bro.
Hang on, man. Let me
Go ahead,
finish
Johnny.
talking.
Go ahead, Johnny boy. Go ahead. Get backstage.
Okay, thank you. Jesus.
Hefe, your mama snatch smell like roadkill, man. Your mama snatch smell like roadkill, Hefe.
Anyhow.
Yeah. He's gone. He's out of here.
Back to the bullshit. Okay, now let me finish my point, please. Nothing should come before AJ and Fury. We all know who the two best heavyweights in the world are. Fuck these belts, fuck the promoters, fuck everything. It should be AJ Fury next, point blank, period. I don't care if they strip them, any of that bullshit. Fuck these little trinkets. We all know who the two best fighters in the heavyweight division are. Period. Fuck AJ, his roided up ass, and those and his crackhead little fanboys that keep wanting to throw Dillian Whyte in the face. Flat out. Dillian Whyte's a fucking Momo with his fucking goofy looking mohawk with his anal bead necklace. I hope Povetkin breaks his teeth so all you AJ little bitch boys can cry. Boom. There you go.
Hey, you know what? As much. Oh well, let me let Hefe get in here without cutting anyone off. Your floor, Hefe.
Yeah, let me say this real quick, bro. Put my screen on large, bro. I'm a stud on Johnny Boy, bro. Live, bro. El Jefe's live, bro.
All right, so Hefe is done for the day. Hey, Brian Harker, how you doing, fam? Yeah, Hefe, come back to. Hold on, Brian. Hefe, come back tomorrow. Like, dog, you do it right most of the time. You wait to the end of the day and you're smart. But you just did it at. Don't fucking do that shit on this panel, dog. So come back tomorrow and try again. You're done for the day, and I'm probably running a couple of lives a day, like honestly. So, all right. So go ahead, Brian.
I'm good, D. I think AJ requires undisputed. I don't think it matters to Fury. That's the freaking difference. I think AJ wants undisputed. He wants the title. He wants the belts. And Fury says, "Fuck that! I just want to beat you up."
Exactly. Exactly, Brian. Fury don't give a rat's ass about none of those fake little trinkets that are meaningless, bro. He wants the best.
Hold on, Johnny. Hold on, Johnny. Hold on. Before you go on another rant right quick. Hold on. I agree, Brian, 100%. But to me, I believe that's also another incentive for AJ to fight Fury after he accomplishes that. Right? Yeah. Because see, AJ, if he goes after those belts and he's like, okay, well, fuck Fury right now. This idiot gave up the belt. Let me go get the rest of these belts. Right? Hold on right quick, guys. Okay. J4B, MX, BC. Look, y'all my guys, but stop coming in with other guys' names because that's not going to work. I see you backstage. Who's ever trying to come in as Dead Kyle, it's not Dead Kyle. I already know Dead Kyle, color of his logo and everything else. So you're not Jet Kyle, and Jet Kyle does not come on the panel often. So back on out because you're not coming up here with all of that foolery. All right, so like I'm saying, guys, look, it's just this simple, man. Tyson Fury is going to do, love you too, baby, what Tyson Fury usually does. Okay, so let's not expect anything else from Tyson Fury. But this whole dropping the belt nonsense, this is something that pisses the fans off. Technically, if you ask me, do I condone it? No. Do I respect it? No. Do I appreciate it? No. Do I like it? No. No. I don't like any of that. Would I rather see Fury and Joshua fight for all 4 belts? To be perfectly honest, just to shut the fucking mouths of a lot of people crying about it, hell yeah, I would love it. Also, I would like to see 4-belt undisputed heavyweight champion. I can't lie. But do I give a fuck? No. Because these things are so hard to make in this climate of the sport. And that's what Fury's ticked off about. Like, bro, if y'all know this is the most important fight, and the consensus, the rumor is that undisputed trumps everything, then just let it fucking trump everything and give everybody their shot after we get this fight. But if y'all not going to do that, just take this fucking belt, get all of that dumb shit y'all want to do out of the way. And after y'all get done with all of that, then let me fight this guy. That's basically what he's saying.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Brian.
No, I do agree. I do agree with that. Right? If Fury drops the belt, that is a problem for AJ. That is a problem for AJ because he'll say, "Well, you're not the champion. I want to go for the belts." Because for me, I think AJ thinks if he has the belts, that's his legacy.
Well, it is, Brian.
Yeah, it is. It is. Absolutely. You know, that is his legacy. If he has all the belts in the heavyweight division, that is his legacy. But you turn it around, right? Will he avoid fighting the best fighter in the division because he doesn't have a belt?
Yes.
The other best fighter in the division.
Yes.
Oh no.
I would like to see all the fuckery go. I'd like to see all the foolery go. Let's get this fight on now, and then the winner can deal with their mandatories afterwards.
Yep.
That's the way I feel about it.
Hey, Brian's sick of this 3-man circle jerk like I am. Brian's on the same page with me. He's sick of the Dillian Whyte, AJ, Eddie Hearn fucking circle jerk that them 3 homos are having, bro. Flat out, dog. Flat out, bro.
Right.
I don't give a fuck how much anybody likes AJ or Hearn.
All right, real quick, guys. Just for boxing, what's up, dog? Bay Boxing, what's good with you? Yeah, J4B, MXBC in the building. Shout out to y'all guys. All right, look, check this out, man. Check this out. Brian and Johnny Boy. As a Fury fan, y'all have to understand. I get it. I get what y'all saying. But this is the problem in boxing right now. Because this is a split mentality. Yeah. And what I'm trying to say is this. As much as I get you guys, this is the message that I'm trying to convey to the other side. But you guys have to respect where the other side is coming from.
No, I do.
But well, Brian, hold on, Brian. Let me not just say you and Johnny Boy. For everybody out there that thinks the way Johnny Boy and Brian thinks, you guys also have to respect the other side. 4-belt undisputed, we cannot just say, yeah, that's what he wants, but he's not fighting the best guy. That's where the fans get it twisted because there's a bunch of fans out there, millions of fans out there, and what you guys want is split. It's split up. So this one fighter cannot satisfy all of you motherfuckers. And that's the real problem. You got everybody that's just as pissed off as Johnny Boy is about all of this fuckery in the sanctioning bodies, but there's also people that's just as pissed off that we have an opportunity to get 4-belt undisputed and Fury's dicking around and he can screw that up. That's how they're looking at it. And you have to respect that because how long has it been since we've had this fight and they've actually made 4-belt undisputed?
Well, the last undisputed was 1999. Evander Holyfield versus
Right. See, that's the
94.
point. That's the point, Brian. And
1999.
by Fury,
1999, November.
right. And by Fury
1999.
dumping this belt, hold on. And by Fury dumping this belt and not going in there and just beating Whyte up, he's risking all of that. And so
Yeah.
you have to respect that sentiment. And that's why I said Tyson Fury, you idiot. Because I've said it myself, bro. I'm a Fury fan, and I've said it myself. Go beat up Whyte, bro. Just go beat him up. Get it out the way. Like, I'm with the people that are mad at him about potentially screwing this fight up. Because if he just goes and beat up Dillian Whyte, that situation exists no more. I'm actually rooting, and I'm not even going to lie. I will tell everybody this. Not because I don't want Fury to fight Dillian Whyte. I'm telling you guys, I said this before the Povetkin fight was announced. Fury should just go in there and whoop Dillian Whyte's ass and get it over with. I've been said this. But I'm actually rooting for Alexander Povetkin in this fight. Why? Just so the fans can shut the fuck up about the Dillian Whyte saga. If Alexander Povetkin beats him down, that's over with. We don't even have to hear this shit no more. And then it actually helps us guys. So you guys should be on my side. Because if Alexander Povetkin lands that shot on Dillian Whyte, that brings us closer, guys, to this 4-belt undisputed, because Dillian Whyte will not be in the way anymore. He won't be in the way.
Yep. No, I agree with that, right? Do I think Dillian Whyte deserves a shot? Yes. But what does everybody on the panel here want? They want undisputed. They want the two biggest names in the heavyweight division. Now, what does everybody in the chat want? They want undisputed. They want it now. They don't want to wait a year. They don't want to wait for something to fuck it up. They want this fight done now. Everyone wants this fight done now. And this is what I'm saying, right? These guys fight now, AJ and Fury, as soon as possible. And I don't think it will happen because of crowds. I think that is a major obstacle. But I would love this fight done now, and then the mandatories then can have a go. The mandatories can step up and, step up.
I got a question.
I
got a question. Since all you little AJ cheerleaders out there are so fucking confident in him beating Fury, why do you keep throwing Dillian Whyte in the mix? Why not make that next? Why does fucking Lord Edwin over there keep throwing Dillian Whyte in the mix? Don't nobody want to see fucking Fury and Whyte. Don't nobody want to see AJ Whyte too. We all want to see AJ Fury. So why keep throwing Whyte in the mix? If you're so confident AJ is going to beat the shit out of Fury, like you say he's gonna, and now you got nothing to say.
Right.
Depends who you're talking to.
Right, Johnny Boy. Hold on, Mark. Hold on before you get him. I'm gonna let you go. I just want to shout out a couple of people. Hell yeah, Johnny Boy. What the fuck? What the fuck wrong with him? But shout out to Maxman 2009. Shout out to Coco Tyler. What's up, Coco Tyler? Iron Cole, let's step back in the building. And Mark is getting ready to tell you why, Johnny Boy. All right, Mark.
Well, I think it has something to do with the whole undisputed shit.
Fuck the belts.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yeah.
That's
what they got. That's what they got. I knew that's where you was gonna go, Mark. But just like that's the whole thing, guys. That's the whole thing, though. Like, again, you gotta respect both sides of the plight, dog. I mean, I'm with my guy. That's what I'm gonna say about this. And hold on, Brian. I'll let you go. I'm with my dude Fury, and this is what I'm gonna say about this. If he does what he says he wants to do, and he goes all the way through the end, and he fights Joshua, and he beats him, and he's satisfied, then I'm with him on that. But if he strays anywhere along the way, then fuck all of that nonsense, Yeah. But I got to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I agree with him.
Yeah, can I say something very quick?
Go ahead.
What would bring AJ to the table? The belt.
Right.
Tyson Fury having the WBC world title belt. That will bring AJ to the table. That will make it more appealing to AJ to get into the ring. So he needs that belt as bargaining power. If you want to be the best, come fight me for that belt. Right? Fury don't give a damn about the belts, but AJ does. And this is where they do differ. And this is why Fury needs the belt for bargaining power. Come fight me. If you believe you're the best, come fight me. Take this belt off me. And that's it. That will bring him to the table. That will bring AJ to the table because AJ sees the belt and he goes, that's another trinket to my collection there. Because I don't think I just think it's legacy one. I think if he has all 4 belts, it does make him the best heavyweight in the world right now. It really does.
Listen. Hate Canelo all you want. Because a lot of people hate Canelo Alvarez, right? But I can guarantee you, if the roles were reversed, Fury would be more like Canelo Alvarez in this situation. He'd be like, you know what? Y'all giving me all this problem? Fuck this belt. Y'all take this belt back. I'm ready to go fight this guy. Fury would give the belt up, and he would go fight Joshua. So he would be more like Canelo Alvarez because Canelo's proven, I'll get this belt up. I'm going to go fight this guy. But Joshua is not going to give those belts up because he wants to collect them all. This is why I'm saying we have to respect both sides on this. Okay?
Hold on,
Brian. I'm gonna let you go. Hold on. We gotta respect both sides on this. Some fighters have their own path. So you can't disrespect what Joshua's trying to do. Yes, because 4 belt. No, you cannot, Donnie. Because how many 4 belt undisputed heavyweights do we have, Donnie Boy? Many.
All right. Now watch this.
No. Answer that question first and then go. How many 4 belt undisputed heavyweight champions do we have, Johnny Boy? How many? Okay, so you cannot disrespect the path of being that. You can't.
Okay. Now watch this. Why is it that AJ gets to fight fucking short little fat Ruiz, who's a 33-1 underdog and a foot shorter than him, and then fight a 40-year-old Pulev in his next fight who hasn't had a decent fight in 5 fucking years? And Fury's got to go through Murderer's Row over here, fight Wilder 3 times, and then fight Dillian Whyte. Bullshit. He's a coward.
May I? May I?
No, let me answer that. Hold on, Mark. Hold on. Let me answer that. Because, Johnny Boy, I'll let you get out of Mark. Because Johnny Boy, he wasn't supposed to fight him. No, don't shake your head. A bigger guy and Jarrell Miller, who probably could have gave him problems, because let's remember, Anthony Joshua still had that gassing issue at that time. He took half the goddamn pharmacy, and it ended up being that way. So it's not like Joshua got to fight him. That was the circumstances. And Fury's my guy, so I can't let that one ride, bro. But go ahead, Mark. What was you gonna say? Go ahead.
Okay. Why does Fury have to fight against Dillian Whyte and Wilder, right? And Joshua has to fight Pulev and Usyk, right? Why is Joshua having?
He didn't fight Usyk.
No, you just said Pulev. Usyk is mandatory as well. He has to fight Usyk too. Both these guys have to fight two opponents.
Why didn't he take the Usyk?
Why didn't he take the Usyk? I'm not trying to be funny. I've been getting cut off all day. I'm getting pissed.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead. Let him talk.
Before Johnny decides to go on this, So why is it such a crime that Fury actually has to defend belts against tough opposition when Fury? Why did Fury get such an easy route to a world title? That's an honest question. How come when he comes back he gets Sefer Safiri and Pianetta and then Wilder? He gets the draw and then he gets Schwartz and Volin and then he gets another crack at the title?
Hey, man.
But then a guy who's earned his way to a title doesn't deserve a shot at him.
By doing what? Knocking out a 57-year-old Chisora and an unproven Oscar Rivas?
Chisora's younger than Pianetta.
And?
Fury beat Pianetta to get a world title shot. Oscar Rivas is younger than Pianetta and Sefer Safiri. Sefer Safiri was the number 2 ranked cruiserweight in Albania. He wasn't even ranked 100 in the world at cruiserweight.
That's because he was out of the ring 3 years. You tell me if AJ gets out of the ring 3 years and he doesn't take an easy fight, Mark. Exactly.
Okay, so he was out of the ring 3 years. What about Tom Schwartz?
He just signed a new deal with the new promoter. They're breaking the ice. Just like
So you're making defensive excuses like other people.
Nope. That's what Canelo did. That's what Triple G did when they switched networks. It's not a problem for them. Shouldn't be a problem for Fury.
Interesting. So Fury's allowed to get 2 shots at a title without fighting anybody.
Look, fuck no, dog. Not by my standards. And I'm a Fury fan. So again, like I'm not even going. What Donnie Boy is saying, all of those are reasons. Okay, that shit happened. But I ain't giving Fury no fucking pass. Again, Tyson Fury, you idiot. Okay? Fight Whyte, beat the shit out of him, and go ahead and fight Joshua. That's how it should be. This is how it should be. Now, Johnny Boy, I'm with you, dog. I would much rather all of this foolery not exist, fam. I'm with you. Like, yes, we are there together, fam. And I hope that Alexander Povetkin knocks this fat, out of shape, gassed out Dillian Whyte the fuck out. Have him sprawled out just like Anthony Joshua did. It could happen, guys. And I hope Povetkin does it, because if he does, we will not have this situation again.
Okay, now let me say this. If that is the case, and I don't mind Fury fighting Whyte, I think it's a solid little fight there. I think Fury beats the shit out of him, but it's a good little fight. Whatever, I'll take it. Okay, now, but I will say this: if Fury has to fight Whyte, then AJ should be mandated without question to fight Usyk next, without question. If Fury's got to fight Whyte, AJ should have to fight Usyk. Winners come out, boom.
He already is. He already is mandated to fight him.
Why is he fighting Pulev then?
He's mandated to fight both of them.
He's mandated to fight them both. He got 2 belts, Johnny.
Well, then
one's
what are we
IBF
waiting
and one's
for?
WBO.
What are we waiting for?
He can't fight 2 guys at once. Oh, what the fuck?
Why didn't he take the challenging fight over the fucking layup then?
Because let me say this. Let me answer.
All right.
Because the IBF is due first.
No, that's a fact.
That's a fact. It's a fact. One came once before the other. The IBF ordered theirs first.
Let him finish, Johnny. Let him finish.
The IBF ordered theirs first. He has to fight Pulev. Nobody
fine.
here.
Okay, fine. Beautiful. Then after, he should have to fight Usyk. If
that's what the situation is.
That's what the situation is. We've been saying this all along. You just don't listen because you hate the dude. Then you call everybody a fan.
Listen, you don't like Joshua. He's a big muscle-bound pussy. We get it. But at the same time, he is stuck because he has multiple belts. Here's another reason. Mark is correct. The IBF is first. But here's another big reason, Donnie Boy. Nobody else will strip you but the IBF. So you better take care of that one first. Fuck who was up first. We know the IBF will strip you. So not to mention they were up first, they will take that shit. Now, we just established that Joshua wants to collect them all. So why even risk losing the belt to the sanctioning body that will take that shit? Why do that? Gotta fight Pulev first.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying after the fact, after he beats Pulev, he should have to fight Usyk. If Fury has to fight Whyte,
he does.
He does have to fight him. If he doesn't, he's getting stripped. The WBO have said that.
But is he going to do it?
Yes, he's going to fight him.
If he gets stripped of the belt, I'm going to be pissed. If he doesn't fight him, I'm going to be pissed.
I got $20 with somebody right now that says AJ don't fight Usyk after Pulev. Right now. Who wants it?
No. It's nah. Because it could be other circumstances that.
Get out of here. See, there it goes.
So what if he fights Fury and not Usyk? Then you still win the $20.
That's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah, but then you still win the $20. So no, motherfucker, that's a bad bet. I see. Look at you.
Here's the other thing.
Let me rephrase that. Hang on. Let me rephrase that. If it's not here. $20 says after Pulev, he doesn't fight Usyk or Fury next. Want to bet?
Bet.
Okay.
If he gets beat,
You're on.
That's a good
and he doesn't
fight Ruiz for the third
time. Hold on. One more stipulation, Johnny. And he doesn't lose.
You said what?
He
And he
doesn't
doesn't
lose.
lose to Pulev.
Who doesn't lose?
Joshua, motherfucker.
Because if he loses to Pulev, then the bet's void.
Oh, yeah, and he doesn't lose. Okay, yeah.
All right. If he loses to Pulev, then the bet is void.
Okay. Oh, yeah, fair enough. $20 says after he beats Pulev, he don't fight Usyk or Fury. $20.
Bro, I would happily give you, listen. I would happily give you $20. I don't even fucking gamble, but listen, this is a $20 because this is win-win for me, right? I'm not even paying or betting the money. It's not the gamble in it. I get to shut somebody up. Either way, this $20 is to shut some fucking mouths up. Now, I'll explain this. Sometimes, guys, you got to pay for what you want, right? If Anthony Joshua does what Johnny Boy says, I will happily cash out him that $20 bill. You know why? Because for all of these Joshua fans, they feel like he's Superman. It will shut them the fuck up. It will shut them up. Like, oh, Joshua's trying to be the best. He's trying to be the greatest. And then after this fight, he doesn't fight Usyk or Fury. Shut up. I don't want to hear it no more. But if Joshua does fight one of them, Johnny Boy, stop it. Shut the fuck up with all of this Joshua pussy. This you would have to shut. So either way, it's win-win for me. That's why I'm paying this $20. I'm not really gambling it. I'm paying this because somebody has to shut the fuck up. This is what I like. This is what this Speaking About Sport Talk is all about. We have these discussions, and at the end of these discussions, somebody has to shut the fuck up. That's what it's all about.
Here's another situation. Here's another situation. Johnny, what would you think if Fury doesn't fight Whyte? Yeah, he vacates the WBC belt. Joshua, he defends both of his mandatories, Pulev and Usyk. What would you think then if he was actually and then he goes and unifies for the undisputed title?
I'd say AJ's fighting an cruiserweight who hasn't fought anybody in the top 10 at heavyweight.
So you'd be detracting.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Wait, Lisa, what's up, Lisa Bales? That's a good one, Donnie.
Would you still be saying that he's an unproven cruiserweight and he's all this crap and Joshua's fighting him if I brought up the 7 videos of you saying that Usyk would kill Joshua if he fought?
I think he will.
Brian, that's gotta be
think
Brian. Brian, hold on right quick. Brian, I just put you on mute until you talk, fam, because I don't know if you bunching on some snacks or whatever. AJ coming through. Man, girl, what's up?
Sorry, D. I'm having dinner.
All right, it's all good.
Sorry.
No, you good. You good, fam? Yeah. Well, I would tell you like this, Johnny boy. Now, I'm gonna donate that $20 to somebody, Mark's channel, somebody's channel. Because listen, man, AJ is no fucking pussy. I think that AJ is trying to be great too, but I'm just like, I'm gonna hold Canelo, and I'm a Canelo fan, accountable for 160. I'm gonna hold Errol Spence accountable for 147. I'm gonna hold AJ accountable for this quest that he and Hearn claim that he's gonna be great. So I'm actually on your side with the $20 bet, right? Because I'll hold him accountable for that. Because he has to fight one of those guys, either Fury or Usyk. I do agree with that. It has to be one of those guys. I don't want to hear no Gerald Washington fight just to warm up or none of that dumb shit. No. I don't want to hear any of that. Like, he's going to have to fight one of the main guys.
Hey, D, just so you know, and I'm not, Bulks and St. Britt keep getting timed out for no reason.
Yeah, like I said, man, I already talked about that tagged out shit. All you got to do is say who. It says it right there in black. Timed out by who? So y'all tell me they won't time y'all out again. Trust me, it won't happen because they ain't gonna be able to time nobody out. But I ain't gonna keep stopping the lives to go look for that shit, bro.
I just hope one thing. I just hope Povetkin winds the clock back to about 10 years ago. He comes out and puts this Mohawk having fucking idiot dick in the dirt, bro. I really do. I would love to drink the tears. Love it. I'll have fucking empty milk jugs sitting all around the house, filling them up with AJ fanboy tears, bro. And I'm gonna be fucking destroying. I'm gonna be destroying them.
I like, look, to tell you the truth, man, to tell you the truth, let me stop hating on Dillian Whyte. I want more of the chitter chatter to stop. You know, it's not that, it's just like it's an end to a certain means. I think that Dillian Whyte, to some extent, people put too much into him. Like, you know what I mean? I see a lot of flaws in Dillian Whyte that people don't mention when they talk about who he can beat. And so if he passes Povetkin, fine. He should. That's really how it should go down. He should pass Povetkin. So if he passes him, fine. But if he was to get stopped, I wouldn't be upset. Because, you know, again, I see flaws in Dillian Whyte. And it would stop the chitter-chatter. But I'm not going to sit up here and say, I hope. Let me take that back. I retract, guys. I'm not going to sit up here and say, I hope Povetkin beats the shit out of Dillian. I have no horse in this race. I have no horse in this race. And if Dillian Whyte should get past Povetkin, good, congratulations to him. Uphill from there. But if Povetkin stops him, he ain't getting no gripes from me. Because it stops all of this nonsense with Dillian Whyte getting in the way of 4-belt Undisputed. So for the sake of 4-belt Undisputed, I am rooting for Povetkin to win because I think it makes 4-belt Undisputed easier. Not to hate on Whyte. I'm not going to say I hope Dillian Whyte loses, but I do hope Povetkin wins for the sake of 4-belt Undisputed. I will say that because it makes that fight easier to happen, man. We don't have to listen to this Dillian Whyte foolishness, and we don't have to listen to the Tyson Foolery, Tyson Fury's foolishness either. Because come on, man, you talking about dropping the belt. Now we don't even have to go through that dumb shit if Dillian Whyte gets beat up by Alexander Povetkin.
That's only if the WBC reset the date.
Yeah, but Suleiman,
They have to
look,
reset
bro,
the date in the mandatory
listen,
position.
Mark. Come on, be real. Be real. If Dillian Whyte loses, the way Mauricio Suleiman screwed his ass for all of this time, if he loses, man, take the screws out of the pack, a fresh screw, and they're gonna drill that shit right back up Dillian Whyte's ass because he'll get screwed.
No, I'm talking about with the Povetkin situation because if Povetkin were to then take on the mandatory status, it would still be the same situation for February unless they reset the date.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, Suleiman will figure it out, bro. If Dillian Whyte loses, Dillian Whyte is the problem. Povetkin can become a new issue, but Suleiman will slime his way out of that as quicker than you can say it, bro. He'll slime his way right out of that. And then they'll probably pay Povetkin off. Here, take this $1 million and shut the hell up until we have this fight and stick around. I mean, it'll be easier. Dillian Whyte is making a fuss out of this, as he should. But Povetkin won't even have the same case that Dillian Whyte has. He wasn't the one who waited 1,000 days and all of this other foolery. So it wouldn't even be the same situation.
Hey, D, my phone's about to die. I'm going to bounce. I just want to say thanks for having me on. Marky, Brian. D.
Oh, appreciate you, Johnny Boy, for coming through, fam.
Yeah, no doubt. And last thing, fuck Dillian Whyte. I hope Povetkin breaks his teeth and we can quit hearing this fucking sob story. Salute.
Can I ask a question real quick? Who's waited 1,000 days for a world title shot?
I said that's Dillian Whyte's complaint, bro.
That's a lot of
You have
bullshit.
not heard Dillian Whyte.
That dude was offered a world title shot.
Mark, that's Dillian Whyte's complaint. I didn't say I agree with it. But
I'm not giving you shit. I'm not giving you shit. I just want to go off on that for a sec.
Yeah.
For anyone out here who's saying Dillian Whyte's waited 1,000 days, no, he ain't. Right? First of all, he was offered a world title shot with Joshua, and he refused it. Okay, that's the first one. So he hasn't waited 1,000 days for a shot. He was given a shot. He refused it. Secondly, Dillian Whyte hasn't waited 1,000 days for a world title shot because he's waited 1,000 days to be given a voluntary. He wasn't mandatory until last year when he beat Rivas, and then he got provisionally suspended. for controversial drug testing, and he was reinstated as mandatory. So Dillian Whyte hasn't waited 1,000 days. If anything, he's waited a year. Alexander Usyk is waiting 19 months for a world title shot. Let's get things correct. Or longer. Since he became WBO Super, he's been waiting. So
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there because that shit pisses me off. You're not given a title shot for being number one in the rankings. The only way you're waiting on a title shot is if you were the mandatory. Mandatory is the person who waits on the title shot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that at all. Don Machiavelli in the building. What's good, Don Machiavelli? L Dog. What's up, L Dog? What about Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola talking about fighting in October, November? They've agreed in principle. Here's the in principle agreement again. That's beginning to be very popular to get fans excited about a fight supposedly happening. They've agreed in principle to fight in October, November. So, what do you guys think? Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola. Ruiz is with Reynoso now.
Ruiz is what?
With
Ruiz is what?
Eddie Reynoso.
Oh, yeah. I think Andy Ruiz will win. I'm not really intrigued by the fight, to tell you the truth. You know, I think Andy Ruiz will go in there, take care of business, and go home. It's nothing that excites me. Put it like that.
Right.
What about you, Mark?
What about you, Mark?
I'm gonna change my profile picture to sum up my thoughts on this week. You ready for this?
Here we go.
Oh fuck! I can't do it. D, I can't change me. Oh fuck. D, can I send you a picture?
Yeah, send it. Just put it on your screensaver.
I can't do it as my screensaver because the image is too big. It doesn't fit in.
No, I meant on a screen share. You can't share it?
No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. Send it to me right quick. Where you gonna send it to me?
Discord or Twitter, pick one.
It don't matter. Either or.
Yeah. I'll DM it to you on Twitter.
All right.
You'll appreciate this.
Oh man.
What's your Twitter? Speaking Mind?
Yeah.
Speaking Mind. Yeah.
DS speak your my ST.
Yeah. So here you go, bro.
All right, I got it. Just came through.
Well, you hear D's reaction, you're gonna know.
All right. I'm going to share this, man.
You can take me off.
Oh my gosh, man. You know what? I see this the other day, man.
Yeah.
Those two guys were fucking bonkers. That shit crazy. That's crazy. Those two guys were freaking bonkers. Y'all look at that.
Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola, ladies and
Andy
gentlemen.
Ruiz versus Arreola.
I'm excited for this fight, man.
Big Pun and Fat Joe. No doubt. This is battle of the heavyweights. The heavyweight. I mean, these guys are the real heavyweights. But yeah, man, I think Andy Ruiz, I think his hands are too fast for Chris Arreola to be honest, bro. I think his hands are too fast. And Chris Arreola, it's like this is a step down for Ruiz.
Well, yeah, he's gone from AJ. Come on.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, Ruiz, he hasn't lost to Parker. His best win is possibly Dimitrenko or Thor Hamer. I mean, Areola's technically a step up in terms of victories. This would be his biggest win. believe it or not, outside of the Joshua win.
Yeah.
Other than
that.
you're gonna be stepping down from Joshua, you know.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. But I still, I mean, yeah.
Unless he's
Technically, like,
fighting Wilder,
you're right.
Fury, Whyte, or something, it's a step down.
You're right. Technically, it is a step down because technically he beat fucking Parker, but that's another story. But you're right.
That's
It
an
is.
opinion.
Yeah, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. I think he.
I had a draw.
I'm actually, you know what? I'll rescore that fight. I'll do a live where I rescore that fight because I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it over a year or so, but last time I scored it, I had it a draw. So
I understand that. I can see a point either side, you know.
Hey, Mark, do me a favor. Hold the show down for a second. I need to ask this kid if he can cut my grass. I don't know what happened to my guy.
Yeah, no worries. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Man, Grower in the building. Big up, man. Lack 74. We got Johnny Boy's Fight Palace. We got El Daguito. We got MX Man 2009. We got Boxing Monster. We got Grievous. We got Elwood Blues. How's everybody doing? What's happening? What's the chat talking about? What are y'all debating about? Oh, you're debating about other channels and stuff. Oh, that's always nice to see.
Stone, hilarious.
The 1,000 Stone. Far from it, mate, to be honest. All boys big, aren't they? They built.
Yeah.
Yo, hold on. But yo, Brian, tonight, we got some fights on tonight. We have a couple of prospects returning, right? Over on the zone. We got Israel Madrimov. He's returning, and we got Shakram Giasov returning. We also have an undisputed defense with Cecilia Breakers versus Jessica McCaskill in the women's boxing. I know a lot of people aren't too interested in that, but like that's an interesting fight as well. UFC's on tonight as well, so the good night of fighting. You've got Archie Sharp in action with BT Sport as well tonight. So, all in all, there's some fights for people to watch. Also, if you're interested in soccer, there's a Champions League football match, which I call it football, y'all call it soccer in America. That's why I'm saying soccer, because it's more Americans here. If you're interested in that, Manchester City are playing against Lyon in about an hour and a half, an hour 40 minutes. French team versus former Premier League champions. Should be a good one. So there's a lot of sport for you to dig into tonight. So I hope everybody does enjoy their nights.
My nephew want to watch the football, so he's up tonight. So, once that's over, I'm turning it to the boxing. It's on. So,
so is anybody interested in anything tonight? Like any of the fights or anything?
None of it's really caught my eye, but this thing. When's Conlon and all fighting?
That's also tonight as well. Yeah, Mick Conlon is on tonight. He's fighting against Sofiane Takouche, French fighter. Conlon saying he's tricky, he's difficult, but keep in mind this guy fought Josh Warrington in Warrington's last fight and made Warrington look like prime Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Is that on BT Sports?
Huh?
Is that on BT?
Yes, that's the BT card. Archie Sharp, Carl Frampton fighting against a plumber or a window glazer or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's a few things on tonight. So, yeah. I watch Conlon because, I like Conlon. I think he's a decent boxer. So.
Well, yeah, you got the North affiliation, and Conlon claims to be Irish as well. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Plus, I met him once or twice. Nice.
Yeah, I don't like the way he's talking though about he's an awkward guy. He's a good fighter. Dude made Josh Warrington look like prime Mike Tyson. Do you remember Warrington's last fight against the French dude, Brian? The way he just annihilated him.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
that's his opponent. That's who he's fighting.
Yeah. I know that. But he's just trying to talk up a fight, So that's. I wish fighters were more confident, like they used to be. I'm going to knock him out in the second round, fourth round. I grew up in the Nazim. I'm going to knock him out, even though I hated that cunt. I'm going to knock him out in the second. I think that was his prediction for every fight. I'm going to knock him out.
No, sometimes you say the first.
Most fights anyway. You know?
Yeah.
Back
So,
in action. Back in action.
yeah.
Okay, no worries.
The fighters don't do that anymore.
Yeah, man. I don't know. The kid that was cutting my grass, he would come every other weekend or so, and he didn't do the greatest job, but was a young
Still
kid
did it.
out there, trying to earn an honest buck. So I would let him do it, but he's been gone for like freaking a month straight. And I'm like, dog, every other week is already stretching it. You know what I mean? And he's been gone for like a month straight, and I got a fucking jungle out there. So I got to pay somebody else to do it, because guess what? I can't do it. It'll take me 3 days to cut that shit.
Real fast, I want to answer these questions. Matt Grower says, Unrivaled is the Benavidez fight on in the UK. I think your only way of watching it is Fight TV. Websites.
Okay, yeah.
Or you can hit me in.
Fight
Hold
TV.
on, right quick. Or you can hit me in the DM at Speak Your Mind Sports ST lowercase, and I'll give you a couple of other options.
There's premium ways of watching it. If you want a premium way of watching it, contact Dave, contact me. But if you're looking for actual, this is for television purposes, Dave. That's what I was being asked. What channel is it on in the UK?
Right.
Your only way of watching it legally is Fight TV.
Right.
Fair enough.
Right.
Other than that, there's a BT card tonight. Here's one for you. The DAZN card will not be on Sky Sports for UK viewers, so there's only one way of actually watching it. It's not available through Fight TV either. So the only way of actually watching that is through premium channels. Premium channels,
guys. Premium.
Okay.
That's what we call them, Dave. We call them premium.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because they are. Rivas, what's up with you, my man? Appreciate you coming through. Rivas. But you know what? Okay, so rewind. Because I said we got to get back to this, because we only touched on it briefly. David Benavidez, bro. Jose Yepes, what's up with you, Jose? Dog, what is up with this kid, man?
He's in a good fight tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna fight. And I think it's admirable that he's still giving this guy a shot at the title.
He's not giving him a shot at the title anymore. I mean, he's fighting him, but the other guy is fighting for the titles on his own.
Yeah, but that's giving him.
So it's not a shot. It's the WBC is still allowing.
Okay, Mark, hear me out. He's giving this guy a shot at fighting for the title tonight. Because had David Benavidez gotten stripped and said, fuck this, man. He got stripped, he left. That guy would have to wait at some point, whether he would be mandated to fight next and he have to have the opportunity. He still would have to wait. His opportunity would be put on hold. So what I'm saying is shout out to David Benavidez. He's still fucked up, but he's still getting in that ring and giving this guy his opportunity at fighting for that title tonight. That guy worked hard for tonight. David could have stripped him of that.
Yeah. Do we think that even if Benavidez made weight,
he missed it.
Wouldn't have lost anyway? No, but if he did make weight, that this other guy would have beat him anyway. Does anybody here think that?
No, I don't think this guy would win anyway, whether he was bigger or not. But of course, when this guy gets beat up, you know that's going to be said.
Yeah.
Well, he was bigger than him, and he came in, he missed weight, he bullied the guy, and blah, blah, blah. But I think Benavidez would have beat him anyway.
No,
what was that voice?
Cause Mark, you know how it goes, man. It's always something to fucking bitch and moan and nag about. You know what I mean?
I was waiting on you to turn into Dave Chappelle there with Dave Chappelle's white guy voice. Now hold on a second there now, Steve. Whoa, Steve. Whoa.
I didn't know you could do that. That's one of the. Excuse me, sir. I didn't know you could do that.
Nah, man. You know, when I used to, you know what's funny? When I used to run the tax firm,
yeah,
and some of my guys off the street would come in there. They would just crack up laughing. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't just like even that. You know what I mean? I can't use that type of dialect inside of the office. So they would just be amazed. That could switch it's like a switch. You can turn it on and off, but you have to be able to. You have to be able to turn it on and off. Go into business meetings or professional meetings, you know, trying to convince these people of a marketing program or anything. And at the end of every sentence, you know what I mean? You're not gonna get that deal. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
That get that deal. So have to be able to switch up.
Everyone I talk to, everyone I talk to says I say you know a lot. So
Yeah, you
Oh,
know.
you do. You do.
I do. I do.
I counted it one time and I was like, holy shit. I had the thing on mute and I was counting it. I was telling my wife, I was like, damn, Brian said you know a whole lot. And I was counting you one time and I got up to it was your turn to answer. And I told my wife, right, Brian? And so we counted you and you got up to 23 times.
I do say it a lot. I don't know why
you
I
do.
do, but I do.
You do.
Hey man,
It's like,
habits. Just habits.
it's like Brian, what do you think of Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko? Well,
Okay,
it's
I've
a
already
great fight.
answered this.
It's a great fight, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think Loma, you know, very, very good on his feet. Well, you know, and like, you know, Teofimo, very powerful. You know,
Yeah. That's pretty much. But
That's
I don't
pretty
know why I
accurate,
do that, but I do it.
My brother
You know.
has this habit of always saying, yeah, no. Like, wait a minute, bro. Is it yes or is it no? What the fuck are you saying? He answers a question. Yeah, no.
well, everybody has
What the fuck,
like,
bro?
like
No,
Tony Review.
Mark. He does it often.
I know, but like Tony Reviews has one too. So this is the thing, right? That's Tony Reviews. So here's the thing, right? So here's the thing, right? So the thing about that is, so here's the thing, right? Or like me, I say the word like at the end. So I'll be like, when Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are about to square off, right? I say right a lot.
What's mine, Mark? What's mine?
Huh?
What's mine?
You have like 15 different phrases you use.
I know. I was trying to wait to see if you could pin one down. I was like, I don't know.
You want me to pin one down?
I use a lot of them, but you could probably
No,
pin
you
a
can't.
lot
Right, I'll pin one down that D says a lot, like every stream.
Okay.
But you can't do that on me, because I ain't like that. This is how I do. I look at it this way. Every stream without fail.
Okay. Facts.
Hold on.
Because you know why? You know why, Mark? You know why? Because I get accused every stream without fail. I get accused of that shit. And you know why? AOBs always shows up with that bullshit. Every time AOBs show up, I gotta defend myself, Mark.
Yeah.
Nah.
Everybody has one. It's part of being live. When you first come on, you start doing lives. Sometimes there can be a nervous energy when you're first doing it, and you pick up different habits. You know what I mean? It's not easy.
Wow.
You need to learn to, like, I have them. So when I'm thinking, if I'm put on the spot, I'll say like a lot, you know? Or I'll say right a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll notice that a lot now when I say it, like. But that's a Dublin way of speaking.
Now that you've alerted us to it, of course.
Yeah.
Gotta be
People
more
know.
noticed.
Or when I do my videos and I'm thinking and I start getting into a deep train of thought and I go on a rant, and then at the end of my rant I'll go and then I'll go into another rant and I'll go into an
Oh my gosh, Mark, my gosh, dog. I was doing some editing, right? So when I'm sitting there and I'm explaining the fight or talking about a game, I have this terrible habit. So I was editing one of my videos. and I was just listening back, and I told my wife, "Man, did you hear that?" She said, "What?" I said, again." I edited one of my videos. It was only, I think it was about 8-minute video. I said 32 times. I said, "What the fuck?" Didn't even notice it.
Yeah. Everyone, even offline, everyone says I say that a lot. So
crazy, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
everyone says I say that a lot. I try not to, and then I forget all about it, and then I go back to it. There you go.
We got Get This Smoke. I know.
There you go again.
I know what Get This Smoke says.
What's up? Peace, everybody. How you guys doing? I've been listening in and out, so I'm not sure what the topic is right now. What are we talking about?
There we go. Right.
The topic is your topipic is
as people's
no, we just talking about habits that we have, certain sayings, or you know what I mean. But
like
that's definitely
putting extra words in at different places. I'll say the word like a lot, or right. Brian says, you know. Get the smoke says, and then he starts trying to rap. No.
But it's that is always in there. And then in the stutter comes that smokes thing. Brian, as you know, mine is about 10 or 15 things we've established that. Mm-hmm. But I have a habit of saying the same things repetitively. That's just what I do. Because I think that saying things repetitively drives it in. So when Brian comes on, we know that if it takes me 2 minutes, it's going to take Brian about 3.5, because he's going to throw about 100 you-knows in there.
Yeah,
and we know if D says it in 2 minutes, it'll take me 20 seconds because I speak really quickly when I'm making.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, Mark.
Yeah. I prefer all that to pregnant pauses.
What's that, Smoke?
I said I prefer all of it to pregnant pauses. Guys who just take forever.
Oh, listen.
Finish the thought.
I got a perfect example. But he always has something interesting to say. So is it Blue Collar? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
No, it's John Dealey. It's John Dealey.
Yep, it is. Because he always has something interesting to say, so it doesn't aggravate me, but it's just like, damn it, hurry up. But I know it's gonna be good. Just hurry up. You know what I mean? Because he has something interesting to say, but it takes him forever to get it out, bro.
His rhythm is definitely measured, but at least it gets through his sentence. What I'm describing is more like that, and it's a different guy. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop. I'd rather stutter and go and all that stuff. I speak at a different pace.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah, you know who it is. But Monkey Kung Fu in the building. What's good? Okay, hold on. Monkey Kung Fu says, he always says, so what the fuck are you
That's true.
Good one, Monkey Kung Fu. That's it. That's my phrase for sure.
El Jefe bra.
Yeah, El Jefe's bra for sure. But yes, Monkey Kung Fu hit it. That's it.
Don't disrespect me, bro. Don't disrespect me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Put some respect on my name, bro. Yeah, bro. Put some respect on my name.
I gotta leave that one up for a while, Monkey. That's it. I was trying to figure it out myself because Mark had a good point. I say a lot of them, but if I had to pick one, that's it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys a question. How are you guys feeling about this weekend's fights? Like, both. Just the world of combat sports this weekend.
Good.
Can I go first?
Go, Mark. Go.
Okay. I've little to no interest in the UK's card this weekend, and I didn't mind yesterday's card; it was all right. Little to no interest. I'm interested in Archie Sharp. I don't care about Conlan's fight against Sofian Takouch. It should be an easy win. If he struggles with him, he's not world level. That's my opinion on that. Carl Frampton's fighting a plumber. so I don't care. I'm interested to see how Israel Madrimov gets on against Eric Walker. Very good prospect, Madrimov. Same with Giasov, so I'm interested in those guys. I'm looking forward to the Cecilia Brækhus fight. She's fighting against Jessica McCaskill. I like both girls. I like how they fight, so I am going to enjoy that one. Then the David Benavidez Angulo fight. Interesting enough fight. Angulo hits hard. Benavidez, yeah, he lost the belt on the scale, but I'll enjoy it nonetheless. Otto Wallin Kaufman, not really interested, and I don't remember who the other.
I am.
I'm not really interested in Kaufman myself. That's just an opinion thing, and I can't remember who he's fighting on that card. Who else is fighting on that card?
Wallin? Yeah.
I just said Wallin and Kaufman, and I said Benavidez Angulo. Who else is
They're
fighting on that
fighting each
card?
other. Wallin and Kaufman are fighting each other.
Yeah. And then for the UFC, I'm interested in Stipe Cormier.
Oh, okay. Well, Mark, you can't be. See, I shouldn't have let you go first, you fucker. You just
Because I covered everything.
You just cleaned up. Well, you didn't cover everything, you son of a bitch, but you damn sure cleaned up all of boxing, because every fight that you mentioned were actually the fights that I was interested in, except you said you wasn't interested in Otto Wallin Kaufman, and I actually am interested in that. I want to see how Otto Wallin fares against Kaufman. I expect Otto Wallin to clean him up pretty easy, but we shall see. Now,
But when I say I'm not really interested, I don't see it as competitive. I see Wallin winning quite comfortably.
well, that's what you're right, and I do too. And I want to see how. I expect Otto Wallin to win comfortably, so we're eye to eye there. But I want to see how comfortably, and how he beats him. You know what I mean? I know he's going to beat him, okay, but I want to see how he beats him. That's my thing. I want to see if he knocks him out, if he takes him the distance and just unanimous decision. You know what I mean? That's what I'm interested in. So I'm actually intrigued about that fight. But as far as the UFC, yeah, Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier, of course. But I'm a UFC fan, so Rosenstruck and Dos Santos definitely interest me. I'm interested in that.
Yeah, I forgot about Rosenstruck and DeSantos. It's going to be interesting. DeSantos has gotten a bit older, but Rosenstruck's coming off of a fucking battering to Ngannou.
But it wasn't. See, this is what I say about that, and I think Rosenstruck wins this fight because he did get beat the shit out of by Francis Ngannou, but it was quick.
Yeah,
it was a quick beat. So it wasn't like he sustained a lot of punishment. It wasn't a grueling fight. It was just a quick ass whipping, night over with. Back to the drawing board.
Did you bring up the Benavidez Angulo? Did I miss that one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Mark cleared that one up. So and then, but it's two more fights actually that I'm interested in. Herbert Burns and Daniel Pianetta, because see, here's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Right. See, Daniel Pianetta is a star mixed martial arts, but not in the UFC. UFC is the cream of the crop. Now, Herbert Burns, although not a star in the UFC, he only has 2 losses in the UFC. And he's a submission specialist. And again, the UFC is the cream of the crop. So now Daniel Pianetta, although he's a star, he's not a UFC star. He's stepping up to the plate. Interesting fight to me. And the last fight that's interesting to me on the UFC card is Sean O'Malley and Marlon Vera. That's an interesting fight as well. So, Vera is the guy that can break this Sean O'Malley streak because Sean O'Malley's undefeated. Vera can submit him, but O'Malley's talented, man. Sean O'Malley's really talented. I like him. I like Sean O'Malley in this fight. Now, I just want to see if Vera gets a hold of him, because Sean O'Malley's been pretty much destroying guys. He's been putting them away. You know what I mean? He's been winning the fights pretty comfortably. So I want to see here if Marlon Vera can get a hold of him, what Sean O'Malley's defense looks like, whether he can escape or not, those type of things about O'Malley, because Vera's talented in that aspect. But I expect Sean O'Malley to win this fight. But either way, there's only one fight on that card that I don't have interest in, and because I did bet on it though. I bet John Dotson on the underdog fight. I think Dotson's a little bit too experienced, even though I don't know how to say the guy's name. Murray.
I just saw something here. I didn't realize this. So, like, yeah, one other fight I'm interested in is Rolly Romero versus Jackson Martinez. By the way, I'm just interested to see how they both look against each other. Martinez, sorry, he can fight, and Rolly's been saying he's knocked out everybody in sparring. But this one's kind of interesting. I don't know what you guys will think. It's kind of a battle of two like borderline journeymen, Jonathan Ruiz and Carlos Negron.
Yeah, but let me slide back to that Rolly fight real quick, Mark, because I agree with you, and I had a problem with that fight because Rolly to me is undisciplined and unpolished. He has raw power, but I like the way Jackson boxes, right? And I had a problem. I was like, man, what if this kid upsets Rolly with, by unanimous decision? You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt that way. He could upset Rolly. But I went ahead and picked Rolly Romero, but I wouldn't be surprised because I think Jackson's a better boxer than Rolly. I think he's a better boxer than Rolly. We got to see if he could take Rolly's power because Rolly's power is real. His power is real. That kid, man, he puts him away. So that's going to be an interesting fight. Now, Negron, that fight, that is kind of interesting, Mark. But not in a big way. But it's kind of
it's prospectively interesting because he could be a decent prospect, Rolly, the way people talk as well, So I'm interested. I'm just interested. Tonight's not bad. Like in the world of sports, it's not bad.
Yeah, well, I'm loving UFC at 4:00 here. The Portland Trailblazers plays the Memphis Grizzlies in the first game of the play-in tournament, which I will be doing commentary for that game, my friends. If you guys want to come along, it is the only NBA game on, and guess what? Ends in perfect time for us to get ready for our combat sports events for tonight. But I am going to be doing that game, and hopefully Portland just clean them up. I don't think they need to dick around with 2 games. Just in case for all you guys, Chopstick in the building, Timmy Nealon, Miguel Mojica, what's up, Uncle Burn Apostrophe, appreciate you guys, Erica Ross. But for all you guys that don't know about basketball, the way the play-in tournament works, it's a new format because of the return of the NBA. The team in the 9th seeded place, which is the Memphis Grizzlies, they have to beat Portland Trailblazers twice to get into the playoffs. Trailblazers just have to win 1 game. And I think that they should clean it up tonight, not dick around with 2 games because they need to conserve their energy, not risk any players getting injured going into the playoffs. So they need to clean up Memphis Grizzlies tonight. Young Memphis Grizzlies team, they're without their co-star, Jaren Jackson. He's gone for the season. So even if they were to get past the Portland Trailblazers, their playoff sights look bleak. We want the Blazers to win easy here. So anyway, Mark, thanks for coming through, fam. I was about to have some closing thoughts anyhow, because I'm about to wrap this thing up. But Brian Harkin, who's that lady you got on there, Brian? That's your woman?
No, I wish.
Oh.
I wish. Okay. Tonight's card theme, well, there's plenty on tonight, so no matter which way you look, I'm sure everyone will find something they're looking for. Or something that's interesting to them because tonight is tonight there's plenty of action.
Right.
What we were talking about earlier with AJ, Dillian, Whyte, and Tyson Fury. I think Undisputed is the most important, and I'd like to see these two guys fight each other. If mandatories have to go out of the way to get Undisputed happening, then let's get that done because I think that fight needs to happen soon. Because I do want to see who's the best heavyweight in the world.
No doubt.
AJ or Fury. Talked a bit about Benavidez when I've been on the stream, and the fight tonight. Yeah, he didn't make weight, but yeah. What's his opponent's name? Jesus Christ,
Angola.
He, he got an opportunity. He's got an opportunity to take the belt if he wins. So, I hope that get. I hope we have a good. No matter what, I just hope we have a couple of good fights. That's it.
For sure.
I will be watching. I like to see how Ottawa Lean does. So
me too. Me too. My man Chet Collins just stepped in the building right at the end, Chet. But you made it, my friend. Appreciate you always, Brian. You're always welcome, dog.
Yep. And thanks for having me on, D.
All right, brother. Get this smoke. Give us some closing thoughts, fam.
Yeah, man. We're getting it's starting to heat up. Sports is coming back. It's still kind of weird, shaky. Good talking. Yeah, I don't give a damn about what Alawalin does. That's amazing that you guys do. Okay, cool. But that's kind of a shock. But other than that, peace to y'all, peace to the chat, and yeah, maybe hopefully we get some positive mind tomorrow.
All right, man. I appreciate you, Smoke. Always appreciate you, fam. Well, guys, I will say this. Oh, look at that. I'm kind of shining through there. That's funny. All right. Well, I will say this, guys, about Otto Wallin, that fight. I'm just kind of interested in that fight for the simple fact that I want to see where Otto Wallin fared. I really like to see where and what Tyson Fury actually struggled with. You know what I mean? The better Otto Wallin does, the more validity it gives to Tyson's struggle. The more problem that Otto Wallin has, in my opinion, to to Travis Kaufman, just shows us even more like Tyson Fury, to me, fights to the level of competition, which I kind of think that anyhow, but it is what it is on that note. But concerning David Benavidez, such a shame. I believe he'll go forward to win this fight tonight against Angola, and we'll see what he does at 175. Hopefully he goes and fights well there and move on to one of the champions and try to, capture a title at 175. That would be the best bet for David Benavidez. Boxing Monster in the building. What's good? Intangible. All you guys stepping in right at the end. All right. And then, so Luis Nery, phooey. That's what I got to say about that whole situation. Phooey. Unbelievable that Mauricio Sulaiman's even giving this fool a chance, but it is what it is, guys. Basically giving the guy a belt because Aaron Alameda is not going to beat Luis Nery. No, Luis Nery is probably going to knock this guy out, and he's getting a free belt after all of his foolishness at the weight class before. But that's how Mauricio Sulaiman rolls. So it is what it is about Luis Nery. And just to end all of this, Tyson Fury, you idiot. I say again, Tyson Fury, you idiot. Dude, beat up Dillian Whyte if Alexander Povetkin don't get the job done. Just beat up Dillian Whyte and go fight Joshua Fall tomorrow. Make it simple and easy. That's what I say. Tyson Fury, you're still my guy. If you don't fight Dillian Whyte and drop the belt and all that nonsense, just make sure you fight Joshua before you call it a day. That's all I say about Tyson Fury. Appreciate all you guys coming through. And, he knows his sports. You idiot. Teofimo Lopez is fighting. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.